Don't talk to me! Judy's doing video.
Griff gang.
Good for you. Hi, me again. Hi, are you serving cheeseburgers right now?
Hello, it's ready.
My dad, my uncle.
Exactly, Teardrop.
I gave my cat away for you. Like these people who have, they have children. Do you not have, can you not take them to the park?
Rage, more rage.
He's not a marriage scammer. Beauty bite.
I'm not hungry. Like, that salad really filled me up. Dad, if you're watching this, Sue Slimer.
That hot dog is juicy. Giddy up! Detain me, bitch. Fat. Every time I do a weigh-in, the scale's broken. Ethan's my brother. He's my brother. You know? You think your life would be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money? Okay, good luck. Hillbilly, crap, white trash people.
Hello, good people. Happy Wednesday. So happy to see you all in chat. Fondue, Andy, Drama Bee, Bama Girl, Sassy Mama, Missing Mimic, Mac Attack, Emotional Support Muffin, Jay, Sushi, Shelly Ray, Tweet T, Blarby1, Mac Attack, Sassy Mama, Just Jamie, I Am Cat Lady, Code Blue, Star Mixer, Mary Sparkle, Tony D, One Ton Woman, Kiva, Goodbye Kyle, Deep Fried Fupa, Angry Water, Stacy the Witch, Our Foodie Beauty, present and accounted for, Mrs. Fluffy Kins, Mods T says woof, 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 woof for sure. Especially looking at the thumbnail. Boy, I'll tell you what, you tend to forget because things move so fast in this community. All of the shit that Chantel does. I forgot all about. I know that she obviously, hey, Spiteful Peaky Jean, good to see you, that she ripped off the wig. I mean, not the wig, but she took off the hijab. But I forgot that she also purchased herself some wigs. Like, her intentions were to actually recreate the Villa 2.0. And you know what? When it comes down to it, when you think about, well, why didn't she do that? Why didn't we get the Villa 2.0? Because she can't be fucking bothered. Even for her to recreate that pathetic time again was way too much effort. All she can give us present day is what we've been getting for like the last 6 months. I mean, she gave it a good old Canadian try for like a couple of weeks. She even had the rental car, which I was watching it this morning, going back through the archives and watching some more videos. When she had the rental car and she was, promising the people how she was going to dumpster dive or whatever. The only thing that she did was, number one, talk about dumpster diving. Hey, Lindsay, good to see you. And number two, walked up to a dumpster, looked in and said, I don't think it's going to happen. I can't get in there. I am way too big to be going through the dumpster and doing any kind of diving. So she scratched that one off her list. The only thing that Chantel really stuck to that she was dead set on doing when she left Syria to come back to Canada was what? Can anybody answer that? Hey, Ghost Ruta Baby, good to see you. The thumbnail looks like if Ursula worked at the DMV. It's so true, girl. And thank you for the support and good to see you. Emma, no, this is a retro react. This is the short amount of time when Chantel, hey, Jen, came back from Syria when she had promised her community that she was going to have the Villa 2.0. So I guess officially we're calling the arc that we're in right now the Villa 2.0, even though it actually isn't. It's something because I don't know what else to say. The only thing that Chantel stuck by that she said that she was going to do when she came back from Syria, ladies and gentlemen, was the mobility scooter. Emma, thank you so much for the support, girl. I appreciate you. Yes, the cat, of course, there is the cat, but the mobility scooter. She said in Syria before she left that she wanted to, I thought that she was joking. I remember listening to Chantel in real time back before she left Syria when she talked about the mobility scooter, but I never thought in a million years, and I don't know why, because shame on me, I should have known that she was dead serious when she said that she was going to get a mobility scooter, and she sure did. And look at what that mobility scooter has brought her. And even watching these videos here, so the ones that we're going to watch today are from November 6th, and I think November 5th. Yeah. So this was like 2 months after she got back to Canada. She was still somewhat mobile. She still could put together a full sentence. She wasn't where she is present day. And I do believe that also among all the other things that we talked about, the mobility scooter is really what sealed the deal on Chantel being damn near bedbound present day. She canceled work yesterday. She said that Tuesday is officially, ladies and gentlemen, her day off. Day off from what? What is it that you're taking a day off from? Spiteful Pinky Jean, girl, thank you so much for gifting 5 the YouTube Instagram memberships. Let's see who got them. Jen, Jacqueline, Aluminum Brain, Davy Thomas, and is it Zuli? Welcome, welcome, new members. A word from our sponsor, Pickle. Go ahead.
When life hands you cucumbers,
Yes.
make pickles, right?
That's right, Pickle. When life hands you cucumbers, you make a damn pickle. Thank you, Spiteful Pinky Jean. Appreciate you. All new members, please feel free to use your custom emojis in the chat. The mobility scooter is what actually got Chantel to where she is today. Because without the mobility scooter, if Chantel did not have that scooter, and she would be forced to do the little bit of, and it's not even a lot of walking. If we're talking about Chantel going across the street to the Walmart and going across the street to the movies and whatever else that they have to offer right there in her community that she lives in, she more than likely would have done it. I mean, we probably wouldn't see her out very much, but still, I think at bare minimum, she would have made a little bit of effort to walk across the street, to go to the movie theaters, to get her coffee. But no, man, she was just dead set. Like, she was serious. She knew in Syria, like we watched that video yesterday. She knew in Syria that she did not need a mobility scooter. So why in the world would anybody, when they don't actually need a wheelchair, purchase themselves a wheelchair? I'll never understand that. And look at what it cost her. Ghost Rita Baby says, I went to the dentist. Years of tooth grinding from stress and PTSD nightmares had destroyed my teeth. I need to get one removed at the age of 24. My Amber Lynn era. Girl, thoughts and prayers to you. Oh my God. Do you know how often Sam has to wake me up to tell me to put my mouth guard in because I grind my teeth too in my sleep? Ugh. I don't like hearing that. She says, I listen. Because I always get pissed at her because she wakes me up. She's like, I just don't want you to destroy your teeth. I'm like, leave me alone and let me sleep. I think hearing your story is going to, change things for me, Ghost Rita Baby. You got this, girl, and, thoughts and prayers to you. You grind too, cowgirl? That's the worst, man. I didn't even know it until she told me. Like, no, I just had no idea. I think her beezers are starting to see how pathetic she is. Okay, so they're... Obviously, like people are saying in the chat that she wanted to take yesterday and B word all day, sit around, eat, watch TV, all of that shit. Hello, 10 Katie. And Ghost Rita Baby, thank you again. But I also believe that even Chantel is sick of her shit. Like, she really is sick of her shit. This is not what she's ever liked to do on social media. She always likes to be very open about her life. She likes to come online and she likes to do certain things. And she's been put on a very short, tight leash because she's allowing some romance scammer, excuse me, to control her ass from Syria because she has thoughts and dreams and whatever of returning back to squat in Syria yet again. So she can't even do the kind of content that she wants to do on social media. So I think she's sick of it. This used to be, and we've said this a million times, Chantel's absolute passion. She loved it. This is all that she had. She looked forward to it. She liked doing her little vlogs. She liked going on live streams, being a complete mess, telling all her business. Hey, Butter Crumpet, good to see you. And she can't do that anymore. And it was interesting listening back to these streams and her talking about what Salah does not want her to do on the internet. Of all people to actually listen to what somebody else tells them to do, Chantel would be the last person that anybody would ever think that would listen to. What is like the big thing about Chantel is that she's defiant. She doesn't listen to shit. She didn't listen to her mom. She didn't listen to her grandma brush her teeth, take a shower, get your life together, stop eating so much. No, like Chantel will always do the exact opposite of what she's told to do. Even when it comes to people like giving her advice or in her chat or whatever, she will do the exact opposite because she is a defiant motherfucker. So how is it that Salah got so much control of Chantel to where she's basically destroyed the only thing that she ever had any passion about? Isn't that crazy to put into perspective that of all people that Chantel is really listening? I mean, is she still doing the things that Salah is telling her not to do? Yes. But Salah doesn't give a shit what Chantel does. Eat, smoke weed, drink, whatever. He just doesn't want Chantel to do that on the internet, which is, again, it's weird. I can't really understand all of it. Glass Diamonds, hello, I'm late. I got caught up in making buttermilk biscuits. Hell yeah, and lost track of time. Sausage gravy to go with them. That sounds so amazing, Glass Diamonds. Biscuits and gravy are like my absolute favorite. I'm so jealous. Enjoy your breakfast, girl, and thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Boob Girl, hello, hello. Good morning, lovies. Good morning to you, girl, and thank you for being a member for 17 months. It's all about his ego. Yes, and his ego has completely destroyed what Chantel created in the last 8 years on her YouTube now / Kick platform. So with that being said, that is what we're going to watch today. We're going to go back in time because, again, there ain't shit to talk about present day, okay? And we're going to watch when Chantel first returned from Canada before she actually snapped. Remember yesterday we were talking about like trying to put the pieces together of what has happened to Chantel. And I believe collectively as a group, we've decided that it was Chantel's narcissistic ego that got damaged and it just caused her to snap because at 42 years old, after getting her way and making people give in to her every single demand, when she was unable to stay in Syria, when she was not welcome back in, she kind of just lost her mind. That among other things, right? But this is before that happened. This is, like I said, when Chantel still could finish a whole sentence, when she didn't just come online, hey, Tat Von B, and every other word was, no, Foodie, ma'am, we don't know. And we don't fucking care. His ego was blown to dust when she shared his dick pic. Oh, God. Anyways, these streams are pretty interesting. I hope you guys like them. Again, these are from the archive of Just Saying. If you are not subbed up, make sure you are. I'm going to drop the link in chat, and we will be doing another giveaway. So if you have not left a comment on yesterday's stream, make sure you do that. We're just going to keep it the same. We're going to do the 10 winners. We're going to do, if you were in the United States, you can pick from a notepad or a trading card. I told you I'm going to have a new trading card, the Foodie Scooty trading card. I need to upload a picture. I haven't done that yet. And if you were outside the United States, you get to pick from the trading card, the Foodie Scooty, the Diabetic Baby, or the Kick trading card. So make sure you leave your comment. We'll pick the winners before we take off this afternoon. And if I don't respond back to you like in the next couple of days, don't worry. I will get to my emails. Like the kids go back to school next week. So we got a full schedule packed tight. I'm trying to get in some more pool days. We're trying to finish up school shopping. I got a lot going on. So just give it a little bit of time. If I don't get back to you, I'm going to get through the emails. I'm going to get the giveaway shipped out. I just want to make sure kids come first. I got to make sure that I get them all squared away, taken care of, and get in the last little bit of time I have before they go back to school. I can't believe it. It's already here. Summer has flown by this year. Yep, they go back next week, Katrina. It's crazy. You got another month. Canadians always I think you all get out later. Like we get out, I think the last day of school this month was like the last day of May or something like that. So they got June, July. Last year, they went back at the very end of July. So they changed the schedule a little bit out, and I like it. I like them going back later. Actually, I wish it was a little bit later. When I was growing up, we had June, July, and almost the whole entire month of August. But they really have shortened that up because it's basically like year-round school. You get out much later. That's what I thought. Okay, so there's that. Get your comment in. Make sure you leave it, and we will pick the winners before we take off today. Let me get the stream pulled up. This one is titled Foodie Beauty Spills Tea on Salah While Only Wearing a Skirt. Left the cat alone overnight for a trip. Do you guys remember when she first got BG? And BG was terrified and she was staying in the little crate or whatever that Chantel, I guess, got when she got the kitty. It took BG a while to warm up to Chantel. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Oh, your kids go back in September, ends in June.
Hello, people. Time to make dinner.
All right, because I know you're looking at her and you're like, wait. When was this from? This is November 2025. This is shortly after, a couple of months after Chantel returned from Syria. So do you think that we're exaggerating when we say that Chantel has gained a minimum? And I think this is a fair observation. A minimum, hey, Salva, of 100 pounds. I can imagine going back and looking at an old photograph from less than a year ago and seeing such a significant difference because this shit is bonkers. And how she doesn't, because you know she sees this shit. Whether she wants to admit it, she can look at these old videos, these old clips. She can't keep her nose out of shit. She's constantly watching reactors, clicking in, getting herself worked up. So you know that she sees these videos of herself. She has to know how bad and how much weight that she has gained just since she's been back to Canada. It is fucking insanity. 150 and another boil. How much do you think the boil itself weighs? I'm going to give an estimate and put the pussy boil at around, I'd give it about 5 pounds. And I know what you're thinking. That probably sounds like a small amount. Hey, Melvis, a 5-pound boil on somebody's vagina is massive.
Shit. I'm at my house. Where am I?
Look at that nub. Would you just look at that nub? Just look at it. I can't get over it. Man, it's been so long since we've seen you without your hijab on. I want to see you present day. I know. I remember watching this and just being so excited and being like, damn, man, this is really something. We haven't seen Chantel without her job in 3 years because when she first took it off, when she first got back to Canada, that I believe that was the first time that we seen Chantel without the hijab one in like 3 years. Do you guys remember? I mean, we got a little sneak peek when she was in Syria and Milky was sniping her and she turned the camera around for a split second and we got to see her in all of her glory. That was the first time that we got to see Chantel without her job in like 3 years. So we were so shocked. Bitch, we made stickers. We made tumblers. We made it freaking the little emojis or whatever. We couldn't believe the shit that we were seeing. Hey, Marion, thanks for all the support last year. Well, thank you, girl, for being here. I appreciate you. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. Hold on 1 second, please. My bad. Sorry about that. We're having issues with our lock again. That's how I was late this morning. I couldn't get the freaking door open. So thankfully they are here to take care of that. So if I have to mute again, it's just because I'm needed out there. But we're good. We're back. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video. I can't even remember what the hell I was saying. Sorry about that.
Hello. You're excited? Look at my nails are coming off, but they're not coming. I'm a freak of nail. I went on a little trip with my aunt. We just got back. It looks like the cat had a really good time. Her toys are all over. There's stuff on the ground. She was beezing. And she ate. I left her 2 huge bowls of food. She ate almost all of it for one day. Okay, what am I going to have for dinner? Should I really cook or? This is for what? Dish drying? I know I need to do something for my hair. Something.
Doesn't she sound completely different than what she sounded like, what she sounds like present day? Again, that's the only thing that really, that's the most out of everything outside of obviously her health and the weight gain and all that. It's just the way that Chantel talks. She sounds so much different. It's like her brain present day is nothing but mush. But here's my question to you guys, because I've seen somebody saying this on Twitter and they believe that Chantel maybe is faking being, I guess, mentally ill or whatever. Do you guys think that that is the case? Or do you really think that this is just the reality of her situation present day? Like she's just so far gone. She did snap when she came back from Syria, and all of the health issues that she has with the uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, all of that stuff. Like I could totally get down with the theory that she's faking it for sure, but I really tend to lean towards that this is just where she's at. She's funkled as fuck, right, Fondue? I agree with that. Brain rot, yes.
Don't worry. But
oh, and another thing that I also heard her say this morning, and I know we'll probably hear this in this stream, but this is just in case we don't get to certain parts. She mentions that she's taken the NyQuil. So if you guys remember back in the Villa days when Chantel, and I think it's safe to say, hey, Zebra Corn, good morning, good morning. Oh, you had some bad storms yesterday? I hope you're doing well. She does look insane. That still that we had a while ago, I should have put in a spank bank. Missed opportunity. But when she was in Canada before she met Salah, she was, and I think it's safe to say this, abusing the NyQuil. And she mentions it now that she's back in Canada and she's home from Syria, that she is back on the NyQuil again. I don't know the long terms, if there are any long-term effects of taking NyQuil every day, but I don't think that you're supposed to do that. Like even if it's over-the-counter medication, I think taking something like that every day could also have some side effects. Sassy Cat says, looking at her here, I think 2 words. God damn. Sassy Cat, same girl, but compared to what she looks like present day, another. It's wild. Okay, Wittendish, she's never admitted to abusing the NyQuil. She always talked about taking NyQuil nightly to go to sleep. Because, and the reason I believe that Chantel takes, so to me, that's abusing the NyQuil. Like the NyQuil is not intended for you to take every night to go to sleep. So she's never flat out said that. But the reason that Chantel needs to take the NyQuil is because your body only requires so much rest. Like you can only sleep so much before it's like, fuck no, get out of bed, move your body, do something. And with Chantel sleeping, like she'll get her full 11 hours at nighttime and then she lays down and she takes another nap. That's why she has so many problems sleeping at night. So she brings out the NyQuil to knock her ass out. She's actively dying. So I feel like her brain is dying as well and slowing down. That could be true, Sava. Sassy Cat, thank you, girl.
right now I just don't care. I'm going to be live, but I'm going to be doing, I have to clean my kitchen. I was going to make hamburger helper. I'm kind of craving that, honestly. If I'm being 100% completely
Can you imagine craving, of all things, hamburger helper? God, never change, cutie.
honest, get some Barco Mega stuff because I'm going to be doing a auction. I got these. Aren't these cute espresso cups? Because the coffee ain't cutting it for me. I stole a whole lot of stole. There was a restaurant there and I took some condiments. You ever do that? This is for the relish guy, but I love relish. And I didn't have any. All right, So at the thrift store, I got a pot. What else did I order? The couch is coming, but I don't think I want the dishwasher. It's kind of a waste of money. I could use the money,
Really? My doctor said not to take Benadryl. It is a dangerous and outdated drug. That's interesting.
Really?
Benadryl fucks me up. Like literally, I can't even function on Benadryl. It will knock my ass out. And it's one of those things where I feel the effects of it the next day. So like if I take the Benadryl and I go to bed and I wake up the next day, it's like I'm hung over from a dose of Benadryl. I have a very low tolerance when it comes to shit like that. Tylenol, ibuprofen, anything like that will knock my ass out.
It'd be nice to have. I don't know. We'll see if I want to keep it or not. Okay.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up, the Anon sisters. So, and again, I had forgot about that until this morning. Hey, Sarah Jane. Foodie was grifting for a dishwasher. Now, at this moment in time, you notice how the frame is very tight. This was before that anybody knew where she was. She was trying to hide. She didn't want to get doxxed, all that stuff, all that jazz, whatever. She was hinting around and flat out grifting for a dishwasher. And come to find out, you're hungover right now. She had a dishwasher. She's in a very nice apartment that came with a dishwasher. And she was asking for a dishwasher at that time. Wild.
So I'm thinking of making hamburger helper.
And also another thing that I forgot, I thought she bought the mobility scooter out of the money that she originally grifted for to get back to Canada. That wasn't the case either. This is why it's so important. And I'm not even mad that we're going over this old content. So she did that whole grift to get back to Canada, got all that money, the thousands of dollars that she got where she was able to get her apartment and everything. And then when she came back to Canada, continued to grift. She continued to grift for a dishwasher. She grifted for the mobility scooter. All of these they happened at different times. I don't know why. I just thought that Chantel bought the mobility scooter because I forgot. Out of the money that she got back to come back to Canada? No, she didn't. She still doesn't have the mobility scooter now, and it's November. She came back to Canada, I believe, in September, right? So it was a couple of months before she even was able to collect enough donations to even get the mobility scooter. So why did all of the grifting stop? Because she was just asking for money constantly for whatever she needed. And we haven't had a time from Chantel in a couple of months where she's just flat out asked for money. I mean, she kind of did recently with the rental car, but she's really put a halt on just flat out advertising her PayPal. That doesn't happen anymore. When she was in Syria, they were posting her PayPal in chat. They were pinning it at the top. She had it wasn't a GoFundMe. The bun kills me. Dude, that's where I got the avatar from. It wasn't a GoFundMe. It was like a PayPal GoFundMe or some shit like that. And I think it got reported and it got removed or whatever. But she hasn't done that a lot recently. She doesn't have enough PayPals to beg from. I think you're right, Tweety. I think that she burned so many bridges asking for all of that money to move back to Canada. And then this is when she was supposed to be divorced from Salah. And then shortly after, she walked that shit back. And then they were in a relationship again. I think people were fed up with her lies and her manipulation. And I think if she did ask for something after the mobility scooter, she wasn't getting anybody that was willing to send money anymore.
Gotham Steel?
Right now, exactly.
I got a used Brita filter. It was half price. I got a curling iron. I need a round brush. And I got a Pyrex stick for $4.
You think we're just going to let that slide by? Do you really think? Can you explain to me why somebody who barely has any hair needs a curling iron for? Please tell me. Remember, her business cameos are $250. That in itself is sus. Now, this I will give you all as far as private content is concerned. I do think the $250 business cameos are for her private mukbangs. I don't know how often that she receives that $250 for that private session or whatever. Maybe business is booming. I would say that it is the opposite because there are no signs that Chantel is doing financially well. It's almost the opposite of that. It does seem like she's struggling. But there is a possibility that there's a few people that might be getting those business cameos. She admitted to it. I I can't remember who she said bought the business cameo or whatever, but she did a cameo where she was eating corn dogs or some shit like that. I don't even know if that cameo was for the business one or if somebody just bought a regular cameo and requested that she eat on the cameo. I really honestly can't remember.
I got a used Brita filter. It was half price. I got a curling iron. I need a round brush. And I got a fire.
Fucking curling iron for a nub. You can't be serious right now. Did the curling iron ever get any use, Chantel? I'm gonna say no.
Stick for $4 because they're usually pretty expensive. I need a lot of things. So I'm not gonna have the car much longer, so I was thinking of going dumpster diving. Like I gotta return it tomorrow. Scooby Booty. So if there's anything we need to do by the car, I also need to go to Walmart and get a broom. We ain't got no broom. Where are you, honey? Hey, where are you? You don't love your mom. You don't love your mama. You don't love your mama. I'm just gonna watch my kid play a. Oh my god. I'll play a story in a minute. I haven't had dinner, so. So yeah, I went out to. My aunt had like this plan for a while, but like. We went to a place called Park Omega, but we stayed a night in a hotel in Alfred. And yeah. It was okay. I was just like really sad for a while because like.
Be quiet, big girl. Do you remember the one thing that we know about Chantel's cameo is that Salah has access to log in? Remember when I don't know if she was in Syria or she was already back home in Canada. I think she was back home in Canada. Then Salah came in chat and told Chantel that she had some pending cameos that she needed to get done. Why is Chantel giving Salah access to things like her cameo? And we know that he has access to her YouTube channel. It more than likely has access to her kick. Why would she do that?
I was having trouble like feeling lonely, and I was trying to explain like how I feel. And I think like I just feel like I have no purpose in life, and like I have to find purpose. And you know, that kind of thing. Who's Rachel Lynn Reed? Why are you guys always asking me these questions? No, I'm not taking the cat to the vet today. She doesn't even want to come out of the closet. Give her a break. Is my cat gay? I don't know. Rachel is an arch nemesis. Oh. Yeah, I'm ignoring all vet questions and cat questions, so waste your breath. I don't care. No, she stayed here. Do you honestly think it would be traumatic for her to go with us? Flirting with Emily, playing for ALRT. Because it's annoying, Blush Queen, and I'm ignoring it all right fucking now. Thank you. I don't like the new cat.
We need an update of the Chins, Chantel. You need to get super mad at Salah for fucking his cousins in Syria and show us what you got going on under there, girl.
Well, Bally, I don't give a shit what you like and what you don't like. You also liked Nat Turd at one point, so I don't think your judgment is very valid.
Can I put some filters on her, please? I mean, just saying, already has a filter over that. If you can't tell, there is a filter over Chantel right now to save you guys from what the actual, I don't want to say it because I'll get in trouble, looks like.
The dog is still barking. Get him, Foodie. Like, as if, like, I don't like the cat. You think I care what you like? I'm not raging. Somebody came in and said they don't like my cat. I'm just saying I don't care. I need to take all these nails off. They're driving me nuts. So glad you're back in Canada. Yeah, me too. 4 cheese lasagna. Hamburger helper. I did hate Canada at one point as Syria. That's why. Oh, I got another one off. Yes. Oh, I hate nails. Why am I making potato face? Because I always make potato face. I can't show you anything of my house because people are insane, so sorry about that. Actually, no, I haven't seen my mom yet. I'm going to be seeing her soon. Annie? No, I'm not going to call her Annie. I just have a couple more nails, guys. Hey, Tracy, don't let me put these. Soak your fingers in hot water? Really? I just have these two left. Oh, okay, teardrop. No, I'm not calling her Annie. I don't know what to call her. You can't rush something like this, guys. You can't. Woo-hoo.
As soon as she got home from Syria, that was the first thing that she did. She put on the fake nails. She got her wig. And then I think it's in this video where she basically sits there without any clothes on. She was definitely signaling for Salah to come crawling back to her. And boy, oh boy, he sure did. Big Turk says hairline looking like an axe. Big Turks, thank you for the support, hun. Agreed.
Thanks, Serena.
Yes, she was, Ellie. And the reason that she did that was so people would feel sorry for her and give her more money. And come to find out, she lives in a pretty nice place. Modern, all new appliances, at least it looks like to me. And she was claiming that at the time, she didn't have a dishwasher. A dishwasher. Ellie, thank you for the support, hun. Hey, Nana Spikey. Good to see you, girl.
Now, yeah, I was like really weirded out by my life like last night. And I'm talking less and less to Salah. So it's like we're both moving on with our lives, but
I'm talking less and less into Salah. It's like we're both moving on with our lives. Are you though, Chantel? Are you actually moving on with your life? I don't think so. You got some patches on top, by the way, too.
It's weird. Look at my hair. Oh my God. The problem is she bees full force when I go to bed. Ew. You have pizza mukbang with Pete? Pizza's, yeah, well, he's busy working and stuff. What do you mean Siri was dirty? No, wasn't. But I'm not moving anywhere. I'm not moving anywhere because it's over, so there's no point. My hamburger helper. So guys, what do you want to do later? Come on, boil. It's like not boiling right. I'm not going back. Nope. I got a part of my order. Actually, I could probably show you since I'm not modest. No, because sometimes I just feel. I got a new bra because it was these bras are.
Look at that, showing off her bra. Just wait till she takes her shirt off.
A regular $60.
Do you think Salah would approve of Chantel whipping out her bra and showing it off to her audience? No, he would not. She knew exactly what she was doing when she did that. Ellie says nothing will beat the Ash Wednesday hair fibers, right? Thank you for being a member for 11 months, son. Fondue says this was the hair Salah ran his fingers through. Do you remember when she told that story when she tried to sell us on her hair basically magically had regrown and it was so long and Salah was just running his hands through her hair? Yeah, right, Chantel. She lies over if a motherfucker will lie about whether or not that they have a dishwasher, shall we say anything else? Fondue, thank you for the support, hun.
Or 50, and this was 49, 65 for 40. It was even less. It was like 20 something. They had a good sale at Pennington's for the bra.
See my bra? This is what happens when you don't talk to me. I'm going to show everybody my bra, my underwear.
I don't know about the support, but, and I got a huge pair of undies, but this is the pattern. Little teddy.
Look at that. Like, who the fuck shows off their underwear on the internet? Fucking freak. Ghost of Chantel's hair fibers. Now is your time to shine, girl. Thank you for the support.
There's.
Look at you making a return. Maybe that'll happen in real time. A girl can only dream.
Oh, my ponytail. Are you guys going to judge me if I take it out? My hair's messy. I have a headache.
Look how it just stays in one position. Oh my God. What happened to this side? Like, where did this side go? You know what this reminds me of? You know how if you don't turn your newborn baby, like if you just allow them to lay on their back and they end up bald in the back with a flat head, that's what that shit looks like. Hey, Rosie's last brain cell. Good to see you, hun. And thank you for being a member for 39 months. Love the name.
It looks like my name is Hagrid.
Somebody explain to me, by the way, because yes, I was watching Rosie in real time yesterday, her 7-hour, however long live stream. Who the motherfuck? Because I looked it up because I got curious. That shit that they're sending her. Hey, dorky. Hey, keto girl. That that Willie's or whatever. That shit is $90 a bottle. And it's the same person who keeps sending her the Willies. Every time she gets an order of Willies, it's $90 for a bottle of Willies.
Ew, I look like pee.
And the crazy thing about the Willies for Quirky is that it's going to take so much. She's going to have to sit there and drink the entire bottle for her to even feel the effects of said Willies.
I mean, the hair for a woman is so great.
When you're 700 pounds, it's going to take a lot.
Feeling. I don't mean Peace is ugly because he's not. Peace just needs a haircut like me. We should both go.
Oh my girl, you don't have hair to spare. You don't have the hair to spare, woman. Okay, what is Willie's? So Willie's is this drink that somebody has been sending Quirky, and it's like liquid THC or some shit like that. Like it's like weed and in drink form is the best way that THC bullshit. I don't know.
I didn't wash it in a couple days. Pete's hair is nicer than mine, you're right. It's healthier. It's all the green pepper he eats. But yeah, honestly, the cat, she cries.
Holy shit, if it isn't a blast from the past, where the hell have you been at, Amy May? Are you going to cover when she came on in a bed sheet thinking it was going to break the internet and make shit boy jealous? I missed it. Ooh, we can do that, Amy May. I'll go back to the archive and look for it. Good to see you, girl, and thank you for the support. Hey, Luke, good to see you.
She plays, she eats.
Her luscious locks, girl. That is what you're looking at right now. The luscious locks that Salah would just run his fingers through.
A lot.
It totally happened. Just believe her. Just like they took showers together.
This is the bathroom, which I gotta scoop now soon. Where's the scoopers? I gotta set up my TV. So the only thing I'm really missing, ooh, they smell nice, is a scooter and a gaming console. I know I don't have my healthcare yet. That's why.
So her wants, needs, and desires right now, ladies and gentlemen, are a mobility scooter and a gaming system.
I thought it was over before you even left, but I guess reality is hitting more hard now. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Again, going back to what I said earlier, can somebody please explain to me, when you're physically capable of walking, why the hell would you ever want to order yourself a mobility scooter? Hey, Jeff, I don't understand.
Well, I mean, yeah, Pumpy. Did Salah move on? I don't know. It's his business. Whatever. We're not together, so it sounds pretty empty. It is empty. Well, my couch is coming. I bought a cloud couch, like a nice cream colored, which I can show you guys that just without showing my house. I guess I can show you. It's like a nice cream color. It had like really good reviews. Some of them don't, but this one did.
How long did it last, Chantel, before we seen everything in your apartment? Like a week, maybe 2?
And it holds up to 1,000 pounds. And it has a chaise. It's like a sectional kind of type couch. Yeah, the bed is comfortable. And I have a TV stand. So I'm getting there. I said he didn't hand in the papers, and he said, I don't know, I think he just should do it. But I signed them, so. Sounds like you signed them just for show. It's called I signed them and he hasn't had time to take them all the way to Damascus yet. That's what it sounds like. I know. How do you mind your own business? There's an idea. Hamburger helper was like bar.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what the divorce papers, the marriage papers, whatever, even ever existed. Why do they keep talking about this shit and expect us just to believe because they say that they had divorce papers and marriage papers? None of that was probably ever true, any of it. None of it. Look at that plate of hamburger slop helper.
Strong farts. I need to go to Walmart. If they don't have a cart, well, they don't have a scooter. I know, my hamburger helper's gross looking. This is, I can't believe it's not butter, but it's not butter, I guess. It was on sale. You think this is a rich house? I'm not buying butter. Okay. Purposeless bees. Honestly, I don't have a family. I never will. I don't have a family of my own. What's my purpose? Enjoy myself, enjoy life? I guess so. I think I just need time to figure shit out. I definitely don't want another man. Ew. Barf. I can't smoke weed or do edibles, so I gotta go out later. Okay, so what time is it? 6? Okay, I need to set up my TV stand and my TV. Go to the dispensary. Go to Walmart. Go dumpster diving. Will you guys bees with me later after? I'm gonna go with you. Let's go. You know how many times I'm like, I need a rebound. And I had to stop myself because, no, I don't. I don't want to meet anybody right now. Like, I just want, I don't even know if I necessarily miss him. Because, like, it's just, I don't know what it is. Time to end it all? Hell no. I want to torture people with my presence. Meet some friends. It's so much time and effort, yeah. Meet friends? What about joining, like, a church or a mosque? I don't know what. Did he play piano? No, he did it to make me happy. And torture you guys. Yeah, I miss marriage and love my freedom. But I wouldn't want to be married to anyone else. Like, I don't want a relationship. It's just different. You know? Miss Julia. Well, girl. Yeah, whenever she comes out and explores when I'm sleeping or gone.
No, it's absolutely manipulation. The only reason that she's saying this is because he's not having any contact with her. When she first came back to Canada, I'm assuming he had to clean up that entire mess that she left behind. Not necessarily like physically, but just the impact of Chantel being there. And I think they were keeping an eye on Salah to make sure that he wasn't contacting Chantel. So there was really no communication between her and Salah. So the only reason that she's saying this is because he wasn't contacting her. That's why she did exactly what she did. She took off the hijab. She did her nails. She takes off her clothes. She's showing her bra. She's showing her underwear. She's doing everything in her power to get his attention again.
I can tell because I put some toys in a position to see. Her food was almost all gone. Her toys are everywhere. She's beasing at night. I hear her. She thinks I'm asleep. It's funny. She's like, meow, meow. But when I'm awake, boom.
Fumo says, the good old days of content. Old days of last year. The days that will probably never be again, Fumos. Thank you for the super chat, hun. Salah really is the Chantel of his family. Oh, absolutely.
In the closet like this. This is really good, by the way. Jaja the whore. You think she'll be like BBJ? No, BBJ from the get was friendly. Always. This one, I don't know what's wrong with her. I'll be protecting Pete, so you should love her. Not the other way around. It would be nice just because, we could encourage each other to get out, go on walks, watch movies, play games. I can cook. You could eat more than rice.
Also, yet again, using Pete to get Salah's attention. Remember when she went live the last time that she got the rental car? If you guys remember, Salah and Chantel were on the outs. And she picks up Pete's and they go to the movies or whatever. And they do a live stream together. And do you remember that she deleted it? Why did she delete it? Because it worked. It got Salah's attention. He contacted her. He was mad at her. She took that as an indication that, oh, Salah loves me. He's so jealous of Pete. So let me take down the video and let me do everything that he tells me to do. It's so pathetic. If Pete is dumb enough to fall for this shit, he has it coming.
We were fighting a lot here then. Women don't usually yell at their husbands here. Right. I've seen it. Don't single me out. I've seen a woman yell at her husband. Just gonna say. But it's literally okay for a man to do anything, right?
Can we go over the Crackhead Olympics? Of course we can.
Okay. I believe.
I feel like this era right now is more important because it plays into so much that is happening present day. But eventually we'll backtrack to that part of time.
I'm going home now. No, they shouldn't be public arguments. You're right. Why are my views so high?
I think the majority of the community, Tweet T, did believe that Salah was finally gone for good. I think that with his family and his dad being back around, that everybody thought so. I think everybody was pretty shocked to see that Salah was still going to embarrass himself and show himself in Chantel's chat, even after everything that was said and done by Chantel when she left. If everything that has played out present day hasn't proved to people that he is dedicated, he's not going anywhere, I don't know what will. Because that motherfucker is never going to piss off.
What's going on? You don't get views from boss, right? Yeah, I crave Middle Eastern food. Not as much as I crave Middle Eastern, man. I gotta go back out. I'm tired. What time should I dumpster dive? I think they're bots. Yeah, they can't be viewers. Don't just dumpster dive at 10 when it's still fresh. I am depressed, ageless beauty. I am. Who's doxing Scrape? You don't let them. It's the Syrian government. They're bots, guys. Have you ever weighed your head? No. Well, I mean, I weighed my whole body. My head's on my body. But he thinks life there will be so much better for him, so whatever. What good is money if you're not happy, right? I don't know what I need to be happy. I feel like I have everything I wanted. I wanted my own place with a cat. I just thought I was just going to hear the call to prayer. It's just hard when it's a new beginning. It hasn't even been a week. I cannot go. I would never go back. It's just teardrop. It's just bots. If the views go up super fast like that, I don't know. There's no way 4,600 people have never watched my chat, even in CPAP rescue. Are any of you do any of you live by yourself, like completely alone? I'm famous? Ew. Wonder bread teeth. Fuck if you. Oh, there's 766 likes. Who's here? Gingivitis. I'm fucking ugly. No wonder I'm divorced. I'm just kidding. Well, I might be fat and ugly, but you know, when I love hard. Do you guys think someone's playing with the like button? Do you think that this is real views? Because then I can get more money.
And when she loves hard. That means if you ever try to leave Chantel, she's going to make your life a living hell.
And maybe my scooter in a couple months. I really want a scooter. My fan base when I came back to civilization.
Nobody should ever want the love of Chantel because there's no getting out. Once you're in, there's no escaping.
Well, I didn't have internet for starters. I'm depressed. Start promoting. Okay, everybody, 5,000.
Depressed. I'm so sad. My life is over. I had to leave my romance scammer all alone with his cousin in Syria. Hey, M. She paid bots to lure Sally back as well. Love yous. Love you too, girl. And thank you for being a member for 2 months. Oh, yeah, because that meant she was making money again. And that's the mating call.
People here, if you would like to see scooter content, if you would like to contribute to a scooter, it's about $1,600. So
buy your own mobility scooter that you don't need, ma'am. Buy your own for the love of God, cutie.
I was in here because I was pulling that you were MIA because you were going back to Syria. No. I usually do that though. I usually go back this law instantly.
You do, don't you? Why didn't you go back this time? This is very interesting. And this backs up the theory when people say that it was her intention to take her community's money, use it to come to Canada as a way to manipulate Salah to get what she wants. And what she wanted was for him to tell his family, piss off, move somewhere else away from his family, and him to love bomb her back to Syria. She was going to use their money to do exactly that, and he did not allow it to happen. Aimbot says even her eyes were closer together back then. Bitch, I'm dead. Aimbot, thank you for the support, hun.
No. I usually do that though. I usually go back this law instantly.
Mm-hmm. You do. And why didn't you this time? Because he said, no, you can't. You have to work on yourself in Canada first.
But I can't do that this time. I have too much out here. I have my place, my cat, you know. No, it's a mobility scooter. Getting a car. Yeah, but a scooter is way more cheap. Way cheaper. Krista bought it or something.
Do you know how psychotic it is to leave a country only to come back to another country to manipulate somebody to get your way in Syria? That is so psychotic.
More than Walkout Live, Nappy? Excuse me. They sell scooters at Walmart, yeah. Did I go viral? I don't know, maybe one of my farts or something? Why are people watching me? What's going on? Is this herpes? Ew. Everyone's here for the fart content. This is too overwhelming for my regulars. Just steal a Walmart scooter. Grandpa Emilia. The haters made me famous. I feel sad. You know what it is? I just don't feel like I was good enough. Like, it makes me feel like I wasn't good enough. Just because, like, I can't. Anyways, I'm sorry, but I couldn't take the misogyny anymore, honestly. So, is he marrying his cousin? I don't know. Maybe eventually. Like, now he says he just wants to be alone right now, but that's fair. Unless you changed everything about yourself. Right? To be fair, there's no man that's going to want someone like me. So, a fat.
You ready? Listen to this. You should have your notepads. You should have your pens. You should have your highlighter. Why will Foodie not move on from Salah? She's about to tell you. I mean, we already know. We can answer that ourselves, but I do love hearing Chantel come with a receipt.
There's no man that's going to want someone like me. So, A fat, balding farter who can't have kids. So I should just be alone and be happy with that. Eating hamburger helper.
She knows that even though the odds of her being with Salah together, that's probably not going to happen. But at least it's something. At least she can say that somebody is willing to claim her that looks like Salah, because she thinks that she puts that over everything. If she lets that go, then it's done for her, because she's not wrong.
To be fair, there's no man that's going to want someone like me. So a fat, balding farter who can't have kids.
To be fair, I mean, there might be somebody out there that would genuinely like to date Chantel, but nobody that she would ever even give a second look at. Ducos, thank you so much for gifting the YouTube Underground membership. Jenny, welcome, new member. Thank you, Ducos. Appreciate you, girl.
So I should just be alone and be happy with that. Eating hamburger helper. This is my future. I got to accept it. I know
Yes, somebody like Pete's, but she thinks she's too good for Pete's. She thinks she's too good for Pete. She thinks she's too good for somebody like S-Jam. She doesn't want to date a man like that. A man has to look a certain way for her to be interested, even if she obviously has to pay for them, right? Alana says, forever blessed to not be a fat, balding farter. Same, girl. And thank you for being a member for 11 months. Appreciate you.
Here but me, so I got to lay in the bed I made. Oh well, his loss. You're so much fun. Thanks, guys. Girl, the Slaytons have partners. You're fine. Yeah, but look at them. I'm just joking. The Slaytons even lost weight. But
exactly. Did you hear her comment? She says things so fast. Sometimes you miss what she says. Somebody in chat told her, hey, Swede, even the Slaytons have partners. And then Chantel kind of thought about it and she's like, yeah, but look at them. Look at their partners that they have. At the time, I'm sure that maybe Amy was still with Michael. I'm not sure, but let's just play with the fact that Amy was still with Michael at the time. She wouldn't give somebody like that look like Michael a chance in hell ever over her cold, dead Canadian body.
I got to lay in the bed I made. Oh well, his loss. You're so much fun. Thanks, guys. Girl, the Slaytons have partners. You're fine. Yeah, but look at them. I'm just joking. The Slaytons even lost weight, but no, weight isn't everything. We need THC. I agree. I don't know. I don't think I'll go out later. I'm kind of tired. Maybe I'll stay home and go to bed early and get up really early. Some men have a fatty stink. A fatty kink. There's someone for everyone. There's 4,000 viewers now. Why? I'm cute. Thank you. Be happy for the little things. I have everything I wanted, except a suitor. I want to get the cat out of there, out of the thing, and put her in the room. Sweetheart! I think we should go in the room. Hold on a second. Just let me get set up here. Okay, hold on a second, guys.
Look at the avatar. Oh my God, this still. I was going to say something about the avatar, but this is much better. Hold on a second, please. One moment. Damn, that should have been the thumbnail, bro. God, that's great. Amazing. Here, I'm going to give you all some time to go ahead and get it too. 4,000 viewers. She was being botted or she bought it herself. Who knows?
Hi. What if I go back like this? Hold on a sec. No, I'm not going to go out tonight. Just vape and chill. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to vape and chill.
Oh, she was vaping in her apartment when she first moved in.
But I do not want to go out. Hold on a second.
What the fuck? This is not edited at all. I don't think so. This is the stream that she did, just archived. How the fuck do you pop up without your shirt on that fast?
But I do not want to go out. Hold on a second.
It's the Syrian mating call, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at that? She's got the wig on. She's sitting there without her shirt on. She is doing everything in her power to get the bot bitches' attention. Come back, won't ya?
Everything is concerning?
Zen said, did I miss when she had a panic attack because she realized she's all alone in the world without her love scammer? That little time was before this. So I kind of skipped that and went directly to this because this is a little bit more exciting, but we'll have to go back and cover that. Zen, thank you for the support. I think that happened almost immediately after she got back to Canada when she acted like a freak and had a panic attack. God. Never change, cutie. Never change. Smoke
wait.
another one.
I don't think I'm gonna have a PO box because they cost money. But I have a fundraiser on PayPal for house stuff and for my mostly scooter. The scooter's not gonna be 3,000, so I think it's like 1,600. No, because what the wish list doesn't work out because the haters put all the stuff in the car or something. No, I'm not naked. I hate this wig. I'd rather just be bald, honestly, than deal with wigs. They're so annoying. Cute. I'm not gonna have this thing on. Modesty, you know. I would be considered the biggest skank of all time. Look at my hair. Just for dressing like this, even though I don't.
No wonder you stay litty all the time. I don't even, you know what? I can't even blame her. If I had to look like that, I would stay fucking high as balls every single day as well. Watch when she rips that wig off. She can't help but to even laugh at herself.
Honesty, you know.
Actually, let's put it in slow-mo. Watch her own reaction and seeing herself in the camera. Where is it at? Playback speed. Do.
I would be considered the biggest skank of all time. Look at my hair.
She didn't even mean to take. She was trying to flip her hair, bro. She was trying to flip her wig and the wig came off of her head. Look at you trying to be cute, putting out the romance scammer mating call and you ripped the entire wig off.
No, I would be considered the biggest skank of all time. Look at my hair.
Bitch, I'm dead.
Just for dressing like this, even though I don't ever talk to men at all. It's better off for me to be on.
You hear that, Salah? She don't ever talk to men at all. That's not by choice. I don't know if you don't know that we know that, but that's not by choice. You don't talk to men because men won't talk to you.
No one to criticize me, how I look. Nothing. That I have chin hair. Or that I look weird. The smell? Makes someone jealous? No. Pluck your eyebrows. I don't like sitting here. This is my bedding. Order Luckma? Ew. I'm not craving Luckma. Sorry. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? Oh, you have surprises for me and you need to. I don't have a P.O. box. Maybe use pizzas? It's like yellow. Take me to here later. It's pretty ugly. What's that noise? I feel like socializing or like belonging to a group. Like anybody else want to come live streaming with me? Should I order wheelchairs? Looks like a leaf ground. Volunteer? No, thank you. I'm just joking. I'm not in shape right now. Why now? What do I do? Try to live without wheelchairs? Dating apps. Literally, take a scooter to the club. If I had one, I would. I'm kidding. I feel like a major skank for like showing my shoulders because I've been covered up for like 3 years straight.
You feel like a major skank, Chantel. You fucking wish.
And I've been like conditioned to feel that way. I would always argue with Salah, like, well, how come you've had like, how come you like, I don't know, he had like a friend from a long time ago that he worked with that wasn't wearing hijab. Yeah, well, they're not my wife. Anyway, I didn't know that when I met him, but thanks to you. No, I don't think he got married. Do anything I want. On my baked, I'm trying to be. I seem sad. Let's bees around the bush. Oh, dumpster diving, I can't. Right now, I gotta have to sleep first. Do you think you ever felt the type of way about you being a big personality online? Yeah, probably. Like he really, really did not want me going back to this kind of life. Like taking off hijab, being high. So, but here I am. Panic attacks. Peace and silence. Like it's so quiet. He loved me when I was a different person, yeah. Like, but he thought that life was better for me because he thought being more modest, not swearing, no drama, all that kind of stuff, no smoking was like better for me and my
Pop, let's go back.
It's so quiet. He loved me when I was a different person, yeah. Like,
he loved me when I was a different person. Continue. Yeah, she was still monetized on YouTube. This was actually live streamed on the YouTube platform.
But he thought that life was better for me because he thought being more modest.
He thought that life was better for me, being more modest. Go ahead.
Not swearing, no drama, all that kind of stuff.
Not swearing, no drama. Ladies and gentlemen, she has a goal. There's only one answer to why Chantel is doing what she's doing present day, which is fucking nothing. Because she wants something. And she finally, for once in her life, has to work in order to get that goal. which is to not show her ass on the internet. And she thinks that she does that long enough and she does whatever it is that Salah is requesting from her, which is no drama on the internet. You have to stay covered. Whatever the other requests are, then he is going to allow her to come back to Syria. It's the only thing that makes sense.
No smoking was like better for me in my image.
And that was set in stone. And he told her after she called his family inbred dogs that, listen, this time I'm dead serious. If you go back to your old ways and you do this, this, and this, we are done for good. There is no coming back. It'll never happen. And he has made that, however he's done it, he has made that super clear to Chantel. If she doesn't straighten her shit up, which means no drama on YouTube, then her chances of ever coming back to where he is never going to happen. What her average viewers down to now, Salah wants her money, but it kills her revenue source. Dude, less than 200.
Love me for me. Well, that's what it feels like. Honesty is overrated. You can find a middle ground. He smokes cigarettes, yep. Who cares about image and gore world? Cold feet with the papers? I don't know. This one. I've had this forever. I was gonna say Julia. What do I call this cat? Julia. Where's my other wig? The man wig. Oh, ew, my overnight bag smells. What's in here? Oh, my portable today. I'm joking. Now he's brother.
You really bought that off the Amazon thinking that was going to look cute, didn't you? Did you put some time and effort into picking that wig out, Chantel? Hey, Big Bertha Jean.
It looked like my name. It looked like I boiled carrots on a Sunday night for excitement.
What in the fucking world possessed her to pick out that wig and think that this is the one that's going to really make me look stunning?
My neighbors are going to fucking hate me. Oh.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, okay.
You got my paycheck? I put in 50 hours last week. Sick and tired of you not paying me for my hard work, Frank.
You know what the best thing about being alone is? If you puff too hard or sneeze, and a little bit of pee comes out on the chair, nobody cares because you live by yourself. Last week you were a Muslim. This is what I'm confused about with my life. Are you saying that I should burn in hell just because I'm showing my shoulders and wearing makeup and a wig and talking about pissing on a chair? Should I go to hell for that? I'm a good person. I'm generous. I don't, despite all the grossness in the world, I'm still very.
What is your definition, cutie, of generous? Because all we see you do is take. You seem to be more than a taker than you are a giver. You're constantly asking for people to fund your life, buy your mobility scooter, pay for you to get back to Canada. I mean, the list goes on and on. But the very first thing that she names off on her list is that she's a generous person. Generous to who? Because, and even if you did, in which I do think that a lot of money was given, not just to Salah, but Salah's family, the only reason, hey, Bree, Sassy Cat says the short wig was a part of a Halloween costume that she bought. It wasn't a legit wig. Thank you for that. And thank you for the support, hun. The only reason that you were willing to give Salah's family money, basically to make Salah happy. The only people that we've ever seen you be generous to is the men that you're trying to purchase in your life. Even when you pretended like you gave a fuck about the homeless people in Canada, we've seen the sandwiches that you slop together to get people to think that you're a kind, caring, generous person. Generous is not even on the list, not even close.
Positive about life and grateful. And I do pray. I just, do it my own way now. So just because I don't cover my hair, which, by the way, the Quran does not say anywhere that to cover your hair. It says to cover your. So whatever.
You ain't doing that neither, are you, sweetheart?
I honestly think that culture gets confused with religion.
Exactly, Mavi. You don't film true acts of kindness. So true.
And I think men use that to be misogynistic. They misinterpret it. Excuse me. By the way, I'm having a giveaway. An auction off. Let's try to fundraise.
Is it a giveaway or is it an auction? Because those are two completely different things. How did it go from a giveaway to you finally giving something back to your community to, oh, wait. Sorry. No, I meant auction. I'm not going to give you this shit for free. You've got to pay me. Not only do you have to pay me, you have to bid other people in order to get whatever it is that she's about to auction off.
So when I went to Park Omega Postcard Club, I have a wood postcard. So if you want to see your name and write a personalized message to you.
This is what you're auctioning off? A wooden postcard? Is she for real? Whatever happened with the auction? Did it ever happen?
And you get this Canada maple leaf sucker.
You want people to auction, to pay for this, to bid on a wooden postcard and a sucker. All right.
Should I give it away or auction it off? It would be nicer to give it away, but responsibly made in USA with sustainable birch. But Park Omega is Canadian. Yeah, so if anyone wants to pay for this, I don't know how much it would be, depends where you are and how much shipping is. I will ship it. Well, I bought the stuff for the giveaway. I mean, to auction it. Just wait, because I have to put up the.
I love how she keeps confusing giveaway and auction. That is hilarious to me.
Nice, buy it. How about mods only giveaway?
It's almost like God is trying to swoop in, Chantel, and send you a message. Maybe it's time to stop taking from your community and give something back. But she's like, no, God, I won't accept the message. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, I know. I need to do more for you guys.
I need a mobility scooter, God.
Ship it. I shouldn't. Yeah, that's true. I won't have a car.
And what's even more rich about that is she just named off the top thing about her is that she's generous. She's generous, and then she moves right into an auction for a wooden postcard and a sucker.
Where's the nearest mailbox? I was gonna sign it and write a personalized message on it. Yeah, winner pay postage. Just such a cheap thing to do, but I want to keep some hijabs for memories.
Hey, Toodles.
It was 3 years of my life. Thank you, Super Chat. Honestly, I'm grateful for you guys just having people I can talk to whenever I want and look like this. Still waiting on her coffee. Ursula, I know, but I don't have a scooter, Tina. Gosh. Patchouli? Oh shit, yeah, I forgot. I didn't want to bring anything scented from him or his business because it don't need a reminder. I used a car. Get a car? I have to turn it back. Okay, let's talk about happy things.
Lip Gloss says, excuse me, do we remember her special needs outing where she got the postcard when she had the maple lolly in each hand? Yes, we do. Those were epic times. Probably worth a rewatch. We're going to burn in hell for it, but it's totally fine.
Yes.
At this point, we're all seated.
Why? I had a whole box of Hamburger Helper and I feel gross and I hate Hamburger Helper.
You ate the whole box? How the fuck do you eat a whole entire box of Hamburger Helper? Oh my God.
I do not want to eat Hamburger Helper ever again because I'll
Do
tell
you
you.
know what her stomach has to feel like after eating the entire box of Hamburger Helper?
Why? I want to make my own.
Oh
Pasta.
man, I really wonder how you gained that 100 pounds so fast, cutie.
Stuff. If I make my own pasta, I can't do the wings. What the hell? Oh my god. Look at the. It's gonna be staying ugly. Hamburger Helper eyes. You win comment of the day. Okay. Look like Eileen Wuornos. Remember Charlize Theron? Charlize Theron played Eileen Wuornos in the movie Monster. And she got fat for the role, like organically fat. And I'm sure they said, no, you can just use a fat suit. And she was like, oh, no, I'm tired of being a celebrity who has to be skinny to be accepted in Hollywood. I don't want to eat steamed fish in legumes anymore. Give me the donut assignment. It feels so weird to me that just like 2 weeks ago or so, I was married to somebody who would die if I wore this in front of people. 23 pounds, that's it. So easy for me to gain 20 pounds. I just look at food. You felt sorry for Eileen?
That's not true. No, you put in the work to gain that 20 pounds.
She was weird. You might get the postcard with stains on it. Ah, I can't promise. I live in a bad area of town. As you can tell. Fat arms.
There it was. Who in chat said, hey, JoJo, that Chantel was trying to convince people that she lived in the slums. She just said it herself.
As you can tell. Fat. I can't promise. I live in a bad area of town. As you can tell. Fat arms. The good thing about wigs is if you want to give yourself a 5 head, you can. Someone beats too hard. Lovely, there you go. Looks fake though, eh? Yeah. I'm in the hood. What if a friggin' grenade didn't make me flinch? I don't think that will. Looks nice.
You know, Chantel, if you put some effort into actually fixing your life, the way you put effort into being a manipulator to the millionth degree, you might actually be able to make a change. Because you have to remember, this is just the mating call. This is her manipulating Salah, pretending like she's going back to this lifestyle. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm done with you, Salah. Don't call. He's not calling you. You're trying to get him to call you.
New dating profile. No, I'm not dating men. I hate men to the bone. Sorry, guys. If there's men, I'm so sorry.
And they hate you right back.
Change fast. Am I lesbian? No. Do I give lesbian? What makes you say that?
Yeah, that's a great question. Wow, the lesbians don't want this motherfucker either. What about her screams lesbian? I don't think so.
I'm mixed right now. I don't want to date anyone. No,
They don't want to date you.
I think Salah would find this attractive.
The feeling is 100% mutual.
So no. If I wanted to attract him in here, I'd put my hijab on and talk nice about him for 2 hours. 2 nashies. I just had a whole box of, I don't like this hair.
And it's the reaction that she is seeking from Salah, for him to act like he's upset because she's showing herself to her. That means that he truly loves and cares about her, that he's jealous, that he wants her to cover her body up so no other men can look at her shoulders, can see her in a wig. Everything must be covered. That means that Salah really cares. Hey, Liz. I noticed a lot of reaction channels are doing retro reacts to the girls. I guess they're really not giving much anymore regarding content or boring. Yes, a little bit of both, Liz. Yeah, 100%. And thank you for the support, hun. We're going to wait it out, okay? And trust and believe they're going to bend before we do.
I'm just like bald and happy. Don't know, Nubby. It doesn't make sense to me. No, I have a shirt on. It's a skirt. Over the bald spot. No. Are you shaming me? I'm not wearing a bedsheet now, but I have been through a phase where I wear bedsheets. So I rubbed her bald head and called her newborn baby. My baby born. Oh yeah, so whenever I was with Pete's, way before you two, I used to wear a bedsheet. I had a favorite bedsheet I wore all the time. And I would be like, where's my sheet? And then he would go,
I don't necessarily think that Salah wants Chantel to cover because she looks so bad, because regardless, she looks so bad. Like, look at what she looks like present day. You could put a whole trash bag around that motherfucker and she would still look bad. Salah demanding that Chantel be covered and follow his orders is exactly that. It's just a way of control. And he really gets off on control of, especially he can do it to another woman. Dare I say a Western woman. Like, that really does it for him. Slurple says she gained another 150 from this point. Jealous. Yes, we all are very jealous of Chantel's very significant weight gain. Slurple, thank you for the support. FYI, when it's time, I'm driving the bus and we all are meeting in the back of the church.
It's dirty. I go, I can't wear a dirty sheet.
next time you're in Peace Chat, ask him about the dirty sheet. DUHDY, dirty. The AC, no, there's nothing. The AC is not on, but the temperature here is 21. She only wore sheets. No, she wore bed skirts.
Pause. Salah is all about, not just about money, but he's also about power. Think about what his name, his screen name is in chat. That should tell you everything. And the messages that leaked with Cabela. He wants to have power. He wants to have control. He wants to be the king of the castle, if you will. So him demanding that Chantel live a certain lifestyle and cover up her body all feeds into his ego.
Dirty sheet. The kitten's in the closet. I can't reach her. No, we don't like each other romantically whatsoever.
The fetish, if you will. And I do think that when it comes to Salah, it is a fetish. That's why I lean to absolutely believing everything that was in those messages between, not that I ever didn't believe them. Like, that is truly who Salah is. He is a sick fuck.
Or B, when he was sick on the way to Ottawa. You know how he told me he had to puke? I think I do need a minute after all. Okay, B. I'm like, don't puke in the car. Nice, Kim B. Thanks, emotional. I know I was going to take you out. Sorry. So after we bees a little bit more, I can't go out. Look at the shimmery. I think what I'll do is just like go out super early, like go to bed early, and go out super early. Use the car, then return it. Come home, clean. Wearing a bedsheet is 600-pound life. Mike, what's super early? It's not even 8. I know. Super early would be like 4. No, I can't use the ER. I can, but I'd have to pay, and then they would reimburse me when I get my things sorted. This wig is my hair. Balding. Baldy locks. A beauty influencer, yeah, right. It's not a bed sheet. It's a skirt. I know. I don't have hamburger eyes. Do I have any meat sticks? I don't know who emailed me. It said from Natchard. And it was like his email, but if he's in jail, then he couldn't have. He's not in jail? Oh. I heard he was. I hear so many different things. Not that I give a flying F. Because I snapped out of it, and I realized he's the most lowest of the low. So that will never ever happen, okay? So just get over that. Can we go for a drive? No, I'm high. On love. I don't know, Ladybug. Does Swordfish have a channel? Yeah, I think so. Silly rubbish. No. You don't need a license, right? No. The Swordfish called my Facebook once. Oh, I believe it. Like, you're such a creep. Oh my god. Right? Like, think of all the things. You like my taste in music? Oh, wow. Sorry, that's disgusting. One night, somebody called his phone on Messenger, and they were calling him like F God, and they were like really pissing him off, like really being nasty.
Bro, look at her brushing her hair. I am dead.
That they're gonna drag him
That shit is gonna break off in that hairbrush, Chantel. You might not want to do that.
down the street. They're gonna kick his ass.
She's creating a comb over.
I was like, please do. I look like Tiny Tim. Oh, tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh, look. I need to do skull it for comedic purposes, but look, this is a comb over. Oh my god, it's awful. When he and I were taking calls from viewers, and
Do you think that Foodie's biggest insecurity is her weight or her hair? Because I feel like if she wasn't as bald as she is, that she would feel a little bit different about trying to find a new man. But I think because she knows there's no hope for her hair and she cannot be bothered about a wig, I think it's her hair. I think it's her hair over her weight for sure.
and some fart house guy who kept calling. Oh, Thursday something, remember? And he was like, okay, so no. You guys seriously did make me laugh inside internally when you would make fun of him, but I look like Mama June. It's karma. Because I used to laugh at Mama June. Hold on, I gotta put my hair up and I don't want to see my armpits because they're hairy. Chantel, it actually looks good. No. Stop it.
Okay, I want to get into the other stream. Hold on. Let me remove that one. This one's a little bit better. This was like 2 days later where she rages at Salah. It's titled Foodie Beauty Rage Spilling Tea. Salah's a cheater, his finances and more. And failed dumpster dive. I think we're going to skip over the dumpster dive because it really fucking sucks. But this was uploaded November 6, 2025. In case you're trying to follow along. Let me see. Stop screen sharing. Remove. Thank you very much. Share screen. Here we go. I think it starts at, let's go. Let me see. Yeah, let's start here.
So because I'm in my bed, I don't want to show my room. Yeah, well, she's like beside the couch right now. So I gave her some treats. Please Jello wrestle. What? I don't think so. I hate Jello. And I don't like wrestling either. I took some NyQuil. We're not in Syria anymore. My plans for tomorrow? Huh.
That's so funny that we pick up right where she's talking about taking the NyQuil. What the hell do you need to take NyQuil for, cutie? She might have been sicker. I don't know. Regardless, Chantel's always been a person who frequents the NyQuil.
I think return the car and stay in because I'm not feeling too well. Yeah, the Pennington stuff is supposed to come on, like all of it on by Monday, but a $3,000 car will be so, no thanks. There's no way it will be so like beat down. Kia is really easy to hotwire. Wait, I think I hear. Sweetie. 5,000. My car is old and was 2,000. Yeah, but it still works, right? So maybe I should. Maybe I will get one. Cheap one. Elvira, I wasn't even going to go live tonight. I don't feel good. I don't know if he will move in or not. I should put water in my CPAP now that I'm here. Yeah, the air's so dry. I'm pretty tired. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed soon. I did take some NyQuil, so I'm drowsy. I was hoping for something in the dumpster at like Bath and Body Works would be cool, like finding some candles. Don't you think so? I need to go later at night. I know, but I can't physically stand it.
I mean, you could just buy those things, Chantel, if you really want some Bath and Body Works products. Get you a couple. I mean, you have nothing else to take care of. It's just you and the cat. If you really want some Bath and Body Works products, just buy them. But no, she wants to go look in the. She doesn't even want to work to get the Bath and Body products that she thinks that they're going to throw out of the dumpster. She wants them to be at the very top of the dumpster. She slides open the door and it just falls onto her gun. She's like, "Oh, a score."
I've been like on a kind of a day schedule these days. Yeah, I have no gear. I don't want to like, it actually really grosses me out.
Like, it's so funny. She watches these people on social media on TikTok who do dumpster diving, and they only take these people when they actually go out and they dumpster dive, they wear the appropriate gear to get inside of these. Like, they get inside of the dumpsters with their flashlights, with their gloves. They go through all the crap. They open up bags of trash in order to have their scores from these stores. Foodie doesn't want to do any of that, so I don't know what she thinks she's going to find just driving around to random dumpsters, opening up the door, closing it, and walking away. Yeah, they have gloves.
I find now than compared to before. I can go where Matt was hammered. What? I don't know how people drink, man. But then I guess some people who drink probably don't know how I can have cannabis and stuff. Day schedule is better for your body, yeah. She seems to be all right, Pumpy. She's hiding. She's just sitting beside the couch. She's not hiding in a spot, so that's good news. Oh, good night, Maxine. But she never comes when I call her.
Yeah, but Cancer Warrior, do you remember how she got the candy? She didn't get her ass in that dumpster. She had her friend with her that she's the one who got in the dumpster, got the candy, and gave it to Chantel. Even 10 years ago when she was doing dumpster diving, she didn't get into the dumpsters and actually do the work. She had somebody else do it for her.
I don't know, Camo, because you're high. I'm high on NyQuil, sure. Remember that bar I went to? The story I told you about that bar where they kept playing, I'm like a bird, I live my way. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think she took Pete's a couple of times thinking that he was going to get in the dumpster, and he was like, fuck that, I'm not getting in the dumpster neither.
Forever Kaylin. Oh. Dancing close with stinky, sweaty, drunk people, eardrums blowing out. Why wouldn't you like that? I know. And then someone tries to talk to you, and because the music is so loud, you can't hear what they're saying, so they come close to you and their breath smells like dog crap, and you just start hating people even more. And then the DJ thinks he's cool by playing to the window, to the wall, to the wall, to the sweat drop down my balls. Ugh. And you have like drunk 48-year-old women with tramp stamps and thongs showing, dancing to it, clapping their hands. Like, I just want to like, no, I'm sorry. Hey, do your thing, have your fun, but this is how I'm.
Man, she sounds like she'd be a real good time at a party, wouldn't she?
Save me, God.
Sitting there judging everybody for listening to music and dancing, Chantel. Shut up.
Put it on the glass. What is that? You're going to the wrong clubs, apparently. There ain't nothing around here. African dance hall? I have been to dance hall clubs. I used to love that music. I'm sorry my camera's off. I won't do it often, and it's not because of the hijab. It's because I'm in my room, and I can't show my room, unfortunately, because there's psychotic people who do diagrams of my house to try to find it and fucking weird shit like that. Ofra Hazat. No, I haven't. There's some songs I like, but most all suck. Yeah, right, Tiffany. I'd rather run in traffic. You saw my room? What did you see, Larry? Did you see my room last night for real? Oh. Okay, yeah, I was in my room, but I'm not showing much, but in the position I'm in now, yeah. Hey, beer. I'm sure she has the party favors. It was just a white wall. Well, here's friggin' welfare. I'm trying to fluff the pillows because it's been like 2 days. They should be fluffier than this. Gonna have my coffee. I don't have sugar though. Oh well. Aren't these cute little mugs? 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Is that long enough to tell? Hey, eggs on legs. I'm guessing you won't get notifications for this.
Hey, dumb.
I'm pretty sick, so I'm probably just going to be staying in for a while. The bloke who drove me home was from Syria, but I'd never been to Syria. I was like, I've been there more than you. I got a clean house. I got to clean the house in bed. The only problem is that the pillows are like flat. Like they don't expand very much. The cushions, but whatever. No, I didn't wash my hands. I only touched one dumpster door, but I need to have hand sanitizer. How can I wash my hands? There's no sink in the car. It was a brand new, 2025 Toyota Camry hybrid. And hybrids are weird. We had a hybrid in Syria. Well, Salah did.
I think the main thing that everybody is missing right now, looking at Chantel back in November 2025, not even a year ago, is the obvious. She's setting up straight. She's not even laying down.
So when I feel better, I think I'm going to get a bus pass. And then we can go around town. Okay, I'm not wearing hijab because I'm insecure. I'm not an insecure person when it comes to my appearance. Like, I've been on YouTube 8 years, and 5 years of that I've been uncovered in the most unflattering ways. When I came back, I thought that I would be okay with taking off the hijab, and I was excited to try it, but it just doesn't feel right. And I spent 3 years as a Muslim. People think I was cosplaying. That's their problem. Of course, if you think that, which is not true, you're going to be confused, and I can't help you with that. Sorry. I'm not being controlled. I'm not even with Salah anymore. This is all me. I've never hid anything in my videos. What? That's an insane claim, but whatever. No matter what reason I choose to wear the hijab, it's no one's business. My antics, like, yeah, you can eat like chopped up garlic in like honey. That's apparently a really good antiseptic, but no, the nails fell off, most of them, but
Alana, thank you so much for upgrading your membership to official support group member. Appreciate you, girl. Don't forget, if you pivot over to the community tab post on the member section, you will have access to the Discord. Thank you so much, hon. Wrong button.
I love how they look, but like, ew. Coffee mouth, ew. You know when you're sick, you're extra gross? Don't tell me the fridge is gonna die. Okay, we're good. What is this? Yeah, I have a little TV table here. I got for $8. Maybe later when I feel better, I'll come back on. I'm gonna try to upload my vlogs today. I just wanted to say hey and have coffee. But I'll see you guys probably later on, I guess. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye for now.
Ours is pretty chill, Carlotta. Not a whole lot's going on in there.
Hey, guys. Sorry, I had to take my, medicine. I don't want to go on camera right now, so it's just harder than I thought, like, breaking up, I just, like, sometimes feel like I can't handle the loneliness. Like, I know I have to, like, make my own life now, and I don't fucking feel like it. I don't feel like doing anything but laying and crying, and I know I try to remind myself that I wasn't happy there either, but I didn't.
So she did all her shenanigans. She took off the hijab. She put on a wig. She was getting high on camera. She was doing the mating call. We said it a million times in the last video that we were watching. She didn't get the outcome that she wanted from the manipulation that she was trying to send Salah's direction. So now she's having a complete meltdown, a tantrum.
I just like sometimes feel like I can't handle the loneliness. Like I know I have to like make my own life now, and I don't fucking feel like it. I don't feel like doing it.
I have to make my own life now, and I don't feel like what does that even mean? You have to make your own life now. How are you not always making your own life? Are you telling us that Salah was making your life while you were with him, and you don't realize how absolutely pathetic that sounds?
Anything laying and crying, and I know I try to remind myself that I wasn't happy there either, but I didn't feel lonely, you know? It's just like I make coffee alone, I cook alone. It's just like there's no joy.
I have coffee alone, I cook alone. There's just no joy in my life anymore.
More comfortable here, yeah, but it's so fucking boring. Not even boring, just like, I don't know. I just feel like I don't give a shit about anything. I wanted to be alone, yes, I did. But now that I am, it's like I'm never happy. No, we hardly talk. It's like the one person, like, I want to be there for me is not. He's just become so cold and uncaring. No, we're done. I don't even feel like working on myself, April. I don't feel like it. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't even go out because I don't understand the bus system here. I'm sick for God knows how long. It's not my fault either because he always gives me mixed signals. And then I'm like confused. Like, do I even want that? Like, what do I want? Like, he's so bad that like I took off my hijab and did that live in that weird skirt and stuff like that. But it's like when you fucking met me, I was like that. Were you just counting on me changing? Like he didn't even like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. He's just full of crap. I literally fucking hate him right now, and I blocked him. And I think that's the only way to like fully move on is to block. It's like every time we have a fight, he always blames me. It's like I'm so fucking sick of that shit. Like you're no fucking angel. You hurt me so bad in our relationship.
How the fuck do you fight with somebody you're getting a divorce from? Other than fighting over the divorce and what's going to happen during the divorce? You're admitting that you're still trying to get back with Salah while you're in Canada, while you collected all of that money from your community to get away from a dangerous situation. And now you're crying because he's turned cold. You're divorcing that man. Why do you care how cold he is to you present day?
Way more than I ever did to you. Oh, I'm a bit crazy. Oh, I insulted you because you're a man and that's unacceptable in your culture. Well, you did a lot to me too. You cheated on me and I forgave you. It's just never gonna work, and it's just hard to realize because it's like here I am back to square one alone in a fucking apartment. Yeah, Christina. It's like, but Julia's there, you know, so it's like if I want to find out about her, but maybe I should just let her go. I think I wish she was here. I know I have everything I wanted, and I'm still not happy. I don't think he would do anything to Julia, but like I miss her, and like how am I gonna find out how she's doing unless I talk to him? Yeah, he did threaten me because we were fighting so bad at the end because I didn't want to be with his family every fucking day. I just wanted some time alone with him, and he's like, well, here people, it's, you know, that's how we are, and you know, I couldn't, like, a lot of the time.
Again, her coming back to Canada was only because his family was around, not because he was cheating on her, not because he was abusing her, not because he wouldn't help her out with their daily activities. It's because he was spending time with his family. That is the reason why she came back to Canada.
People would just come over. Yeah, I should be first. I always put him first. And in Kuwait, I was always first. Like, I try to remember.
I walked away from my family for you. I wait a minute. We have something for that.
I gave my cats away for you.
I gave my cats away for you. I left everything behind in Canada to be with you, and you won't even cut your family off for me. Put me first.
Remember that. Like, his family thinks I'm so bad for him. Yeah, well, like, do you not know that he cheated on me? Like, he treated me like shit a lot, too. Don't you love when men say that? You're being dramatic. Yeah, I'm trying to express my fucking feelings. Like, it's like they don't want to hear anything about your feelings or emotions that they've put onto you. Yeah, he did a total 180. He's making me feel like shit even across the world, I know. He's a liar because I'm like, one day, I was just feeling like over it and I wanted to get the hell out of there. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it is selfish of me. Like, I let my own insecurity try to justify him having another wife and having children. And then one day he brought up, I swear, I'm not crazy. Like, I thought he mentioned some of his family members starting to hate him because he's not having kids. And then I was like, I brought that up the other day. And he's like, I never said that. uh, no, he never mentioned. He said he just wants to be alone. I felt like, Morella, I felt like total shit for being myself. I felt like a disgusting loser. I'm not trying to bash him, Vamp Diva. I'm just trying to speak my mind, you know? I have no one. I don't want to talk to, like, I've talked to people in my real life about it, but I think he's used to being around women who suppress their emotions, like, you know, like not a crying emotional mess and demanding, talking about feelings and, you know, like normal things. I don't think he respected you enough. I don't think so either. And I have to remind myself of that. I should have left when he cheated. I should have fucking left. Because I never got over that. Like, I never trusted him. I don't trust him now. So why am I trying to hold on to something just because it's
You didn't leave him when he cheated on you, but you left him when he was spending time with his family. Do you ever think about that, cutie? You ever think about how absolutely insane that is?
familiar, you know? And I remember the good times, but it was just a lie. No, he doesn't expect that. I say that. I say, after what happened, you shouldn't expect me to just trust you. I swear on this and that. Well, I would never talk to anybody ever again. I don't feel like I deserve better. I don't want anyone. I don't want to go through. How can people keep going through this over and over? I feel like it's just like honestly a man thing. I don't think that
I mean, to be quite honest, Chantel, I don't know anybody else that goes through the shit that you go through over and over and over. It's unheard of. That's why we tune in and we watch, because we don't ever see this shit.
don't think I could ever trust another single man. But he's young. He's like really young.
He's not, though. He's in his 30s. That's not young. Why is she convinced that that's so young?
Because like a part of me like wonders, like I was so forgiving about what happened because I didn't want to leave him, but also I wanted to give him another chance. And also I felt like sympathy.
You want to know why she was so willing to forgive Salah over the whole Cabela situation? Because she could use that situation to her benefit. Now she has Salah by the cojones, if you will. She knew that she could make Salah beg for mercy, and she could hold that you cheated on me with Cabela against him to make him give in to whatever her demands were, whether that be cut off friends and cut off family and spend time trapped inside of a bedroom, smoking shisha, waiting on her hand and foot, watching movies, all of that shit. As soon as he said, no, I'm going to go off and I'm going to go spend time with my dad or go see my friend, she's going to say, you cheated on me with Cabela. You dirty, rotten, no good motherfucker. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm out of Kuwait. And he's like, wait. She used that situation to her advantage as soon as it happened. Leverage over him. Exactly, Cancer Warrior. The real Melvis says this is Cutie not being able to stalk and harass her romance scammer like she did the dishwasher. Narc injury. Just saying. All of it. In present day, to repeat ourselves yet again, the outcome is Chantel is, well, she's fucked. She's very funkled. We'll just say funkled. Melvis, thank you for the support. I appreciate you.
Pathetic to his situation, being younger and oppressed, sexuality wise, and like he's human, you know. But I need to just forget him.
He's human, so you want to give him another chance after he got caught cheating on you and saying some of the most vilest shit to a member of your community, but you don't want to stay with Salah in Syria because he spends time with his family. We just want to make sure that we're following along, Chantel.
About him. But it's unfortunate that Julia's there. Maybe someday.
Thank you,
I don't
Melvis.
know. I just have to forget about them because I can't unblock him and even talk to him at all because it's just hard. Yeah, I never thought he would have ever done that to me. Oh, stop living in the past. Well, I like the idea of having a husband, like someone who takes care of you and cares about you, someone to go through life with, you know, but everything else is just so hard. And I know, like, the minute he went to Syria, his freaking family who judged me so bad.
You don't want somebody to spend your life with. You don't want somebody who's going to experience life with you. You, just like the Quirkster, you're looking for a caretaker. And that basically is what Salah was. He made sure that everything was taken care of. Yeah, he might have been a romance scammer. He might have been using her money to make sure things were taken care of. She didn't have to do, hell, she didn't even have to do her own grocery shopping. Hey, Trash and Champagne. I don't know if you guys remember, but like at the end of her being in Syria, I believe, she was sending Salah off with the camera and he was doing the grocery shopping for them. So he was bringing it all to her, bringing her the food, doing everything that she needed. She's seeking a caretaker. But the difference is that she wants her caretaker to look a certain way. She wants somebody that looks like Salah that's going to sign up to be a bot bitch and take care of her ass. Yep, she does. Oppression equals shitting on women and, oh my God, and nutting on Bibles and crosses. Fuck off, Chantel. You stay to be a martyr and use it against him to your benefit. Exactly, Fondue. 1,000,000%. And thank you for the support. That is exactly to this day. When you decide that you're going to forgive somebody, if you come to that point and it just is worth it to you for whatever reason, and you might want to reconsider that. But if you do, you find out that your partner is cheating on you and you say, you know what? I feel like I'm willing to forgive you. I'm willing to give you another chance. Then you have to do exactly that. Because if you don't, you can't just use that against them and think that the relationship is going to heal from that situation. You decide at that point that you're going to forgive that person. And that's exactly what it means, that you forgive them and that you move the fuck on. You don't wait until you get into an argument and be like, oh yeah, well, I might have done this to you, but remember, you cheated on me. No, you've chosen to forgive that person and then to continue on in a relationship. But Chantel, over and over and over and over in every single argument, there has not been an argument between Chantel and Salah where that hasn't been her first go-to when she's upset. That time that she was driving around in her car in Canada, hey Slay, the time that she was driving around in her car in Canada, the rental car, it wasn't that long ago. And there was somebody in chat and she seen Salah and her talking or whatever, and she got really triggered. And then she kicked the girl out and she called her whore and a slut, whatever her name was. She's still around. I don't know why these people like the abuse and they just keep coming back to suck the gump, but they do. They're all the same. But anyways, that was the very first thing that she said, is that you cheated on me with Cabela. No matter what happens, whatever it is that Salah does, it could be just not answering the phone. It could be not taking a FaceTime. Whatever the situation may be, she's going right to the Cabela situation. She uses that to her advantage, and that is why she was willing to forgive him as fast as she was. She knew what she wanted out of it. Plump says, if she ends up back home, do you think Pete's would move in with her, or that girl he's got would trash that immediately? Ooh. I think if it was like a legit breakup, I think that Pete's, and I hate to even give him this much credit, but I think he's aware of he's being used by Chantel right now to make Salah jealous. So I think if it was in the clear, like he was in the clear and like a month or two had gone on and Salah had honestly pissed off and there was no return of Salah, do I think that he'd be stupid enough to do this again? Unfortunately, I do. I really do think that if he really thought that he was marked safe and Salah was gone for good, that he would move back in with Chantel. Yeah, unfortunately. Again, these people that she surrounds herself with, they just continue to take the abuse. Plump, thank you for the support, hun. Amy May says it was two beezers, not haters, who stole her mans. Exactly. But yet she wants to give all of her hate and trash talking to the haters. We're not the ones over there trying to take dishwasher from you. We're not the ones over there trying to steal Salah from you, Chantel. That is your own community, and you're not going to convince me present day. And I think it was Cancer Warrior who posted some interesting screenshots from the last time that she was live with Nina and Salah in chat at the same time. You will not, take note, ladies and gentlemen, you will not never see Salah in chat and Nina not be there, and vice versa. If Nina is there, Salah is there. If Salah is there, Nina is there. Those two, I will absolutely 100% die on that hill, are talking behind the scenes. Salah knows Nina's got coin. Nina has given openly Chantel lots of money. Salah has peep game for a long time. Like his whole thing with getting with Cabela was that he thought Cabela had all kinds of TikTok money because I think she like one of her videos blew up on TikTok or whatever. Remember how much your salary, bitch? He knows who gives what and how much that they are giving. They are openly flirting in Chantel's chat, and Chantel, being the big dirt that she is, just either doesn't see it or doesn't want to see it, but they're absolutely talking behind the scenes. Amy Mae, thank you so much for the support, hun.
Time. I won't tell all of our secrets, but this really bothered me for a long time. I was
Cancer Warrior, you make another good point. Nina and Salah, they disappear at the same time. I think that they troll Chantel. I really think that they get together and they, like, you're not going to tell me that Salah wasn't making fun of Chantel with his friends. Like, you can see when Salah says certain things in chat that it's for shits and giggles. I do believe that not only is Salah and Nina talking behind the scenes, they are taking the piss out of Chantel and they're also trolling her 1,000,000%. So when I tell you that I do believe that we got one last good, I guess, arc in us, I think that eventually will come out and that is going to blow the fuck up. Kind of like the Cabela, but times 1,000,000, because Nina's been like, Cabela was a part of Chantel's community, but Cabela, I believe, was always a troll. And not that Nina's not, but Foodie feels differently about Nina. Like, she really likes Nina. You can tell. She thinks Nina is her people. When that ever comes out and that gets leaked or whatever, she's going to lose her mind. She's going to go insane. Fondue says Nina was calling him sir. BDSM people caught it. Ooh, thank you for that, Fondue, and thank you for the support. That's interesting. That arc might push her over the edge. Seriously, if she's already cracked to the extent that she is present day, just imagine if that shit came out. Oh my God. Here for it.
really sick when I was in bed. I was really sick. I couldn't go anywhere. And this was in Kuwait, and he was like, I'm going to go see my dad.
This Fondue, you know what she's about to talk about. Listen, pay attention. This is when she talks about being sick in bed in Kuwait. This was when she was living in Kuwait with Salah. She was so sick. She could not get out of bed. Listen to what she says.
He's so bad. One time, I won't tell all of our secrets, but this really bothered me for a long time. I was really sick when I was in bed. I was really sick. I couldn't go anywhere. And this was in Kuwait, and he was like, I'm going to go see my dad. They invited me for lunch. Sure, no problem. And I didn't trust him fully, right? Because from what happened. So when he got back, I woke up and I was like I had a really bad flu or something. I was so sick. And he's like, I'm hungry. Like, he's dumb. He's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, wait, didn't you just have lunch at your family's? What did you eat? And then he just like took him a minute. He's like,
that fucking moron. He tells Chantel, hey, I'm going to lunch with my dad. He goes to lunch, or at least claims he goes to lunch. Then he comes back home and he tells Chantel that he's hungry. He's such a moron. How stupid can one romance scammer be?
or something. I was so sick. And he's like, I'm hungry. Like, he's dumb. He's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, wait, didn't you just have lunch at your family's? What did you eat? And then he just like took him a minute. He's like, rice with chicken. Like, he was kind of angry in his answer. And I'm just like, but you want rice and chicken again right now for dinner? And he was like, I didn't eat much. Like, he got really defensive. And then I was like, send me a picture. Like, did you take a picture or anything? Anyway,
I need a picture of you out to lunch with your dad. Did you take a picture? I think that was part of the rules with Chantel and Salah, because Chantel wouldn't, just like in Syria, Chantel wouldn't go anywhere with Salah in Syria. It was the same in Kuwait. And the only reason that she didn't really do a whole lot of complaining in Kuwait is because she had all of her luxuries, if you will. She had AC, she had electricity, she had DoorDash, she had everything that she needed and wanted. So we didn't get the meltdowns like we did in Syria. But part of the agreement, in my opinion, and she kind of gives it away here, is that, okay, fine. You can go out and you can spend time with your family, but you have to take pictures. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute of how fucking psychotic that is. Yes, You can go have dinner with your dad, but you need to take pictures. Or yes, you can go see whoever. Make sure you take pictures so I can see it. Drama B says that woman was important enough for him to risk having a picture of her on his phone. And Salah was well aware that Chantel was the type to go through his phone. So the fact that he was willing to do that is crazy. But he obviously isn't too smart because look, he busted himself out. He said that he went out to lunch and then came home and told Chantel as soon as he got home that he was hungry. He is an idiot, an absolute cuck of an idiot. Drama B, thank you for the support, hun. Taking pictures while you go out to lunch with your family. Psychotic. I can't imagine my wife going up to visit her family and me being like, okay, that's fine. But every time you go somewhere, you need to send. That is so unhealthy and so toxic and not a way for anybody to live. If anybody out there is experiencing or going through something like that, get the fuck out. Get out. It ain't worth it.
Rice and chicken again right now for dinner. And he was like, I didn't eat much. Like, he got really defensive. And then I was like, send me a picture. Like, did you take a picture or anything? Anyway, he sent me a picture of like a mosque near where his family lived. His dad lived.
He had the picture ready to send Chantel. So again, I'm right. He knew to take pictures of wherever he was when he went out, when Chantel was at home. That way, if she wanted to see evidence that he was here, there, or wherever, he had it to send. How the fuck do you say, oh yeah, let me just go through my phone and send you. He had a mosque picture in his phone just ready to send Chantel. That was part of it. Yeah, you can go do this, but you're going to take pictures and you're going to prove where you were. He was stockpiled. Exactly, Crump.
Something didn't feel right. I don't know how much longer later, like maybe a month later, he fell asleep with his phone open. So I maybe it's wrong to do that, but I didn't trust him. So I checked it. And there was photos of him and this like non-hijabi, like Arab girl at a restaurant. They were at like a table. It was like, he had his arm around her. And then I freaked out and I shot the phone at him.
He had a picture at a restaurant with a non-hijabi Arab woman while she was at home, sick as a dog, in bed. And she stayed, just like she stayed after the Cabela situation. This was not the first time that Chantel had caught Salah cheating. This was not the time when she came online and she was making up this story about her friend that she had made in Kuwait who needed some advice from none other than Chantel about her marriage and whether or not she should leave her husband because she found text messages that her husband snatched away and deleted them. She was finding stuff on Salah's phone all the time. All the time. And she stayed. And she's begging to get back to that life. This is how desperate and dumb this woman is. Oh my God.
A mosque near where his family lived. His dad lived. Something didn't feel right. I don't know how much longer later, like maybe a month later, he fell asleep with his phone open. So maybe it's wrong to do that.
Exactly, Yulia. If you need to go through their phone, it's over. It's over. I agree with that. And this is the advice that I've always given people. Not that my advice means shit, but maybe somebody needs the message, okay? If there's something that you need closure on and you need to go find it, when you get what you're looking for, get out. Get out. Okay? Because listen, because you need the closure and you need proof or whatever, fine, fair, do what you got to do and get the fuck out. And if you find what you're looking for and do exactly what this one does and just use that against them and hope because they're telling you, oh, they're changed and they'll never do it again, you are just asking for them to continue to treat you the way that they're going to do regardless of the situation. Yulia, thank you for the support, hon.
That, but I didn't trust him, so I checked it. And there was photos of him and this like non-hijabi, like Arab girl at a restaurant. They were at like a table. And it was like, he had his arm around her. And then I freaked out and I shot the phone at him. And I was like, you motherfucker, like just freaking out. And he got up. I left the apartment. And I was like, I'm leaving you. You are such a fucking disgusting liar. Haram. And then he was like making excuses, like, no, I love you. That was just a friend. It was just a friend I used to work with. I haven't seen her in a while, and I needed to tell you because I knew you would freak out. I'm like, how come you freak out if I have hair showing? and you go and have a fucking coffee or whatever the fuck you're doing with a non-hijabi. Oh, well, she's not my wife. She's just a friend. I would never be with a non-hijabi. I would never cheat on you. You can't cheat. It's not Canada. It's Kuwait. We didn't cheat. We just had I knew her he said from university. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. You lied to me. You told me you deleted any women from your phone after what happened. And I swear on God, I never talked to another man when I was with him. Never. And then he just now blames me for our relationship unraveling. There's so many things wrong. We could never be together. Yeah, the friend with a woman. Yeah, that was him. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want people to hate him. You know, same thing with that turd. Except Salah wasn't abusive. But he was starting to be more and more.
Chantel is not Salah's type. She has to know that. With all of these women, because not only has Chantel talked about finding women, you know, like this instance, right? She's also talked about like finding random photos from websites that Salah has went to. And I guess, I don't know if she was trying to say that he was looking at corn or whatever, but they don't look anything like Chantel. So at some point it has to click that this dude you're not his type. He's not actually attracted to you. All the signs, at least for Chantel, here's what's crazy. It's all there. Everything is out in the open of what Salah wants out of Chantel. And she is so desperate and stupid and defiant that she is just willing to stick it out with him because he's willing to stick it out with her. Just like, ladies and gentlemen, Zen says, could this be the situation where she hit him with the phone? Yes. But I don't remember. I feel like that happened in Syria. I feel like she said that happened in Syria. But to be fair, Zen, I can guarantee that situations like that with Chantel where she got physical with Salah happened more than once. It probably happened quite often, to be honest. And Zen, thank you for the support. She's going to stick it out with Salah because Salah is willing to stick it out with Chantel. Backtrack to the dishwasher situation. She was willing to stick it out with Dishwasher. Dishwasher was not willing to stick it out with Chantel. Chantel rewrites history. She will say present day that she walked away from the situation with Dishwasher. That is not the truth. He said, bitch, stop contacting me or I'm going to have your ass thrown in jail. Like he and Didi both were dead set on filing charges, restraining orders, and she didn't leave them the fuck alone. She had no choice or she was going to get her ass locked up. If she was so determined to be with Dishwasher, she went nose to puss with Didi. And she would have stayed in the relationship with Dishwasher and Didi if they would have allowed it. The only reason that she didn't is because they said no. So there's no ending to this relationship or whatever the fuck you want to call it until the other person says, I'm done. And it doesn't look like that's going to ever happen. It really does. Because she could find out that Salah is married. This is the thing. She could find out that Salah has remarried to his cousin, has 7 kids. It wouldn't change anything. She'd be like, well, it's his culture. I'll just be a second wife. It's fine. She would never walk away from that. It wouldn't fucking matter. She'd get upset. She'd throw a tantrum. But she's still going back. The relationships don't end until the other person walks away. So all of these relationships that she's talked about ending, the only one that I will give her that she ended was the relationship with Pete because she never wanted to be in that relationship to begin with. She only felt like she needed to be with Pete because she didn't have any options. Nobody else would date her for obvious reasons. So she was desperate and needed a partner. So she linked up with Peter, moved in with him, got engaged to Peter, and then cheated on him with BB, moved out of their apartment that they were paying for together and left Peter high and dry. That situation with the villa where she left and she went off to Kuwait and just said, fuck you, Peter, figure it the fuck out, wasn't the first time that she had done that to him. They were engaged and she didn't just cheat on Peter because Pete would have forgave Chantel. He would have been the type been like, you know what? It happens. It's whatever. Come home. Let's take care of our place together that we're paying for that I can't afford without you. But she said, no, I really don't even like you. I never did. When she tells you that she's never been attracted to the people that she's been in relationships with, she's telling the truth. Not only was she not attracted to Pete's, she didn't even like Pete's in that way. I think she's always only liked Pete's as a friend, but she was desperate for something more. Like she wanted to be in a romantic relationship with somebody, and she couldn't find that. So she settled for Pete's, and look what happened. And he's going to do that again. If she wants it, he will, because that's the kind of person he is. Ellie says Chantel is a simp. Oh yeah, absolutely. She will allow anything. Anything. Ellie, thank you for the support, hon.
Syria, because I feel like he feels like it's a right there to treat her, you know. His phone was, again, similar thing. It was on lock, but on the lock screen, I saw a message in Arabic, and it was from a woman. It could have been the same person he had the lunch with. I don't know. I was like, who's this? And he'd like deleted it before I could even ask him about it. Like before I could even like try to screenshot and translate. So he was like, it's nothing. Like he deleted it. He deleted it so that there's no proof. But he would like, if it's nothing, you shouldn't delete it. It makes you look more.
No, you can call him Peter. I don't call him Peter as much as I used to, because then people start correcting me in the comments. Like, I don't know if you're new here, Yabba, but his name is not Peter. It's James. Okay. And his nickname is Pete. I'm like, I've probably been watching this shit longer than you have. That's just our nickname for Pete. We like to call him Peter because I find it funny. So to prevent that, I try to just stick to Pete's.
Suspicious. That's the person. It wasn't really a low cut shirt. It was just like, it was a normal like modest shirt.
Pause. We have, according to Fondue in chat, a community post update. Give me just a moment. Let's see what she's saying. What happened? Sorry, guys. Foodie, not so beauty. One moment. 1 hour ago. Hello. Just a reminder that I don't owe anyone an explanation of what I do. LOL. Like imagine picking at something so simple as not streaming one night. So what? Even if I don't feel like vlogging, truth is, if I don't put a reason as to why I'm taking a day off, you really don't know the reason. Laughing my ass off. People are just unreal. And then she shared a screenshot of a comment that said, just say you don't feel like vlogging instead of making up some BS every night. Was that really necessary, Chantel? And the person has a point. Just say that you don't want to stream. You don't need to constantly make up that you're sick and you don't feel good and you got a brand new schedule and you've decided that it's your day off. We don't care. Rage, more rage.
But like it was tight against her body, and she was hiding her face with her phone and she had like long hair. And he's like, oh,
shut up. I want to tap it back because I want to hear that story again because she's describing the woman in the photo. So let's listen to that part again.
What you're doing with a non-hijabi. I left the apartment. And I was like, I'm leaving you. You are such a fucking disgusting. Now we could phone like he got really defensive. And then I was like, send me a picture. Like, did you take a picture or anything? Anyway, he sent me a picture of like a mosque near where his family lived. His dad lived. Something didn't feel right. I don't know how much longer later, like maybe a month later, he fell asleep with his phone open. So I maybe it's wrong to do that, but I didn't trust him. So I checked it. And there was photos of him and this like non-hijabi, like Arab girl at a restaurant. They were at like a table. It was like he had his arm around her. And then I freaked out and I shot the phone at him. And I was like, you motherfucker, you know, like just freaking out. And he got up. I left the apartment. And I was like, I'm leaving you. You are such a fucking disgusting liar. Haram. And then he was like making excuses, like, no, I love you. That was just a friend. It was just a friend I used to work with. I haven't seen her in a while, and I needed to tell you because I knew you would freak out.
Notice where she says that he immediately starts love bombing her, saying that he loves her. I swear it's just a friend. Again, why wouldn't Chantel leave? Why doesn't she leave when she finds this shit? Because when she finds out that Salah is cheating on her, she blocks it out of her memory as much as she possibly can, but she uses it to get what she wants. Now she's got him again by the cojones. Ooh, squeeze those romance scammer balls, Chantel. Make him say how much he loves you. Make him love bomb you. That's the only way. This is the sick part of it all. That's the only way that she can actually get any emotion out of Salah, to make him pretend at least, to show that he cares, because he's so concerned that the Canadian coin is about to walk out of the fucking door. The only time that Salah will show that he cares about Chantel is when he's worried that Chantel will leave. So I love you. She has to catch him cheating on her, use that against him, throw a tantrum in order for Salah to show that he loves her, or at least in their way. Because he's worried that she's going to take her Canadian money and she's going to walk out the door. Lost Tamale says, you can't set with that cutie. Get out and don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me!
It's crazy when you think about all this shit. Like, we already know how psychotic Chantel is, but putting it all together and saying it for what it is fucking wild. This is why she has tantrums every few weeks. Yes. And she's been put on a serious, she fucked up. She fucked up real bad when she went on there calling his family inbred dogs and cousin fuckers and all that shit, because she's lost the only leverage that she had, because you're already gone, Chantel. You can't pack your bags and leave in order to get Salah to say how much he loves and cares about you, because you're already there. You don't have the leverage anymore. Fast forward to present day when Chantel has lost her complete fucking mind. Does it all make sense now, ladies and gentlemen? Hey, yikes. My first stream of yours was The Lies and the Pies. That was a classic, girl. And thank you for being a member for 31 months and being here from damn near day one. Appreciate you.
I'm like, how come you freak out if I have a hair showing, and you go and have a fucking coffee or whatever the fuck you're doing with a non-hijabi? Oh, well, she's not my wife. She's just a friend. I would never be with a non-hijabi. I would never cheat on you. You can't cheat. It's not Canada. It's Kuwait. We didn't cheat. We just had I knew her he said from university. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. You lied to me. You told me you deleted any women from your phone after what happened. And I swear on God, I never talked to another man when I was with him. Never. And then he just now blames me for our relationship unraveling. There's so many things wrong. We could never be together. Yeah, the friend with a woman. Yeah, that was him.
Yes, lip gloss. We are going to break down all of this shit. All of it. Because again, we are trying to figure out, we are like detectives right now. We've got our little spy glass, our little magnifying glass, and we're putting on our hats or whatever, our tinfoil hats, and trying to figure out, how did Cutie go from this? Because still at this point, ladies and gentlemen, she could still put together a full sentence. How did she go from this to where we are present day? And we're going to go through all of these streams and we're going to crack the code. And I think we're already there, but it's still going to be worth it. And it's going to answer a lot more questions if we just go through it again and put it all together. Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want people to hate him, you know?
Unless, Chantel, I don't know, you might want to go live and dance for us. The ball is in your court.
Same thing with that turd. Except Salah wasn't abusive. But he was starting to be more and more in Syria, because I feel like he feels like it's a right there to treat her, you know? His phone was, again, similar thing. It was on lock, but on the lock screen, I saw a message in Arabic, and it was from a woman. It could have been the same person he had the lunch with. I don't know. I was like, who's this? And he'd like deleted it before I could even ask him about it. Like before I could even like try to screenshot and translate. So he was like, it's nothing. Like he deleted it. He deleted it so that there's no proof. But he would like, if it's.
Wait a minute. Is there a new one, Fondue? Or is that the one you're telling me that I just read a while ago? Because I reloaded and I don't see another one. Tally, hello, girl. Late fee. I love a good deep dive investigation. That's exactly what we're doing, Tally. We are trying to figure out exactly what cracked Chantel. Was it the uncontrolled type 2 diabetes, or was it, ladies and gentlemen, the narc injury? Oh, there's another one? Thank you, Fondue. Tally, appreciate you, girl, for being invested the way that we all are. That's what we like to call around here passion. Thank you. Big Bertha Jean says, finally, great 2 years when I decided this was my people. I love you all, and I'm thankful for all of you. Thank you, our dear leader. Love to you and Sam. Thank you, Big Bertha. Appreciate you for being here for 2 years, girl, 25 months. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Maybe I need to get out of this tab. Okay, Fondue says we got a fresh one. Let's see. Post. I only see the one that says just a reminder I don't owe anyone an explanation. There's one after that. Can somebody send me Butter Crumpet? Can you send me a screenshot on Twitter? Hello, Sean. Does anyone here believe that Chantel really loves Salah? Just curious. I don't think so. I don't think that Chantel is the type of person that's capable of love. She doesn't love other people. She doesn't love her family. And she damn sure as well doesn't love herself. And Salah is property. She treats Salah like a couch, like a TV, like a mobility scooter. I would even say that she treats Salah like her cat. He is just something that she feels like that she's paid for. That's it. Sean, thank you for the support. Do you guys see another community tab post? Let me open up Twitter. She has no compassion even for animals. Yes, no, nothing. It's just not in her. There's only one post. Okay, I think we read that one, Fondue.
It's nothing. You shouldn't delete it. It makes you look more suspicious. That's the person. I agree that he'd like learn more in Syria because I feel like it's because we could never be together. Yeah, the friend with a woman. Yeah, that was him. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want people to hate him. You know, same thing with that turd.
I didn't want to say anything because
except Salah wasn't abusive.
I didn't want people to hate him. Why would anybody hate Salah? Because he's cheating on you. You didn't want to say anything to to the community. Number one, you wanted to use it for ammunition. And number two, because you're going to stay. What's the point of you going and telling everybody what we already know, which is that Salah is cheating on you? We've seen the red room photo, Chantel. We know what Salah's type is, and it's not a 700-pound, dusty, crusty, smelly Canadian. That's why, because all it does when you tell us that Salah has cheated on you is prove that we're all right. Holding on for the tab. Thank you so much for gifting the YouTube Underground membership. One fan 689. Welcome, new member. Appreciate you. Thank you, holding on for the tab. Bitterful. Thank you for being a member for 41 months. Appreciate you. Damn it.
But he was starting to be more and more in Syria because I feel like he feels like it's a right there to treat you, you know. His phone was, again, similar thing. It was on lock, but on the lock screen, I saw a message in Arabic, and it was from a woman. It could have been the same person he had the lunch with. I don't know. I was like, who's this? And he'd like deleted it before.
This is another instance that she's talking about of Salah cheating on her. There was a message that came through from a woman in Arabic. And you know how I know that it was Salah, somebody that Salah obviously was cheating on Chantel with? He deleted the message. Why would you delete the message if that was just your friend? If that was somebody that you used to work with or go to school with? You don't delete messages from somebody else if there's nothing to hide. He deleted it. This is a completely different story.
I could even ask him about it, like before I could even like try to screenshot and translate. So he was like, it's nothing. Like that's what he deleted.
She didn't get a chance to screenshot and translate the message. Oh my God. Again, she's trying to gunt as fast as she can back to this life. Story after story after story after story that she's setting here because she's so mad at Salah, and she's telling people. She's at home rotting away in Kuwait and in Syria, and he's out living life, doing whatever the fuck he wants to do. This is what you signed up for, Chantel. Hey, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. I get to see my husband on Saturday. Where is your husband, cutie? Congratulations to you, Sugar Honey Iced Tea. Chantel, I don't think is ever going to see Salah again. I think the door has been closed on that era. There's a slight possibility because Salah is dumber than dirt. Might make her way back to Syria because he is so desperate for Chantel's money, but a slim one. And that's only because his family, I don't see them allowing it. But we'll see. Thank you for the support, hon. I always appreciate you.
He deleted it so that there's no proof, but he would like if it's nothing, you shouldn't delete it. It makes you look more suspicious. That's the person. It wasn't really a low-cut shirt. It was just like it was a normal like modest shirt, but like it was tight against her body, and she was hiding her face with her phone, and she had like long hair, and he's like, oh, it's a custom.
It was a skinny woman. The way that she described this shirt, I mean, come on. Normally, I mean, there are big girls who will go out there and they will wear those tight shirts, but yeah, no. This was probably a very attractive, fit woman with a shirt that fit her body that Salah took the photo with. Can you imagine the rage? That is the shit that I wish that we could have seen. How fucking angry that she got, not just because Salah is cheating on her, but cheating on her with a skinny, attractive woman. Man, I want the date for that encounter. Like, when did that happen exactly? So we can dig back through the archives and see if we can see anything with, you know, her mood or whatever kind of content that she was uploading to YouTube, because she was always uploading content. Something was going on and we didn't even know what was happening. Tally says you can't swing a cat without hitting a lookalike. Salah. Okay. Tally, thank you for being a member for 58 months. Appreciate you, girl. That was pretty funny.
It was a customer because he used to work and like he was like a manager for like customer service at like a store, and he had a lot of contacts. Like when I met him, he had like thousands of contacts. So he's like, oh yeah, she's just messaging me, and then I'm confused because one day we're laying in bed and he gets a phone call and he answers it, and it's a woman, and he told her, oh, you'll have to call customer service. I don't work there anymore. So it's like he could hide his lies in that fact because he did.
The woman with the picture, the woman with the text message, and now a woman called him on the phone. She just gave us 3 different times that she caught Salah talking to other women. 3. Salah's been out of customer service. I don't even know if the motherfucker was ever in customer service, but we know for a fact that time for a long time. He quit his job, whatever job he had, when Chantel moved to Kuwait. Why would somebody be calling Salah's direct number for customers? Oh my God, not customer service, bro. Oh my God, this is great.
Met him, he had like thousands of contacts. So he's like, oh yeah, she's just messaging me, and then I'm confused because one day we're laying in bed and he gets a phone call and he answers it, and it's a woman, and he told her, oh, you'll have to call customer service. I don't work there anymore. So it's like he could hide his lies in that fact because he did get calls from people that he used to, because he would get like commission, so he would get them to contact him personally, especially when he was single. You don't take customers to lunch, I know. So that's some things that I went through, and I'm sure he will hate me even more now for outing that, but I went through those things and I have a right to fucking talk about them. And so because of those things, I was insecure and didn't trust him.
I don't think that was the only reason that you were insecure. But I mean, if you say so. Fondue says, and he's been faithful since October when she left. Exactly, Fondue. So all these 3 moments that you decided that you were going to break down and tell everybody in your moment of weakness, 3 times that you didn't even bring up the Cat Bella shit neither. And what other time? I feel like there's another time that we know about that she didn't bring up. So at least 4 now for sure that we know of. If you go back to the other lady with the text messages, the ones where there was another time that he deleted messages, that's 5. That's 5 times that he's been caught talking to other women. But she wants to convince not only herself, but other people that he's totally being faithful to you in Syria while you're in Canada since October. Again, think about why Chantel has snapped the way that she has. This motherfucker is so down bad after listening to customer service lies. She cannot even put together a whole sentence without screaming out, PG, Wendy's, and slobbering out the side of her mouth. The motherfucker has cracked.
You know, like, and then he wondered why.
Oh, I'm sorry. 6. The red room pictures. But yes, he's totally been faithful since you left Syria in October, Chantel. Totally.
Why are you always bringing up the past? Because that was one of the reasons. We were breaking up, like on his side. He thought, oh, you don't trust me. It's getting annoying. I wonder why.
I swear, I'm half tempted to just start going out in public with my wife and just out of the middle of fucking nowhere in the Walmart. And see how long it takes her to walk the fuck away like she doesn't even know who I am or what I'm doing.
To be able to move on and live with him, I believed him that it was just like a former colleague and it was just a friend. But looking back on it, it's like, it's not right that I put up with that I excused it, that I let it go. because I wanted us to be like a happy family, you know? And it's just hard. Moving on. And this is, I fucking hate men.
Oh, you know what, Slurple? There is also that. There is also that because, you know, we kind of started that over here. We were kind of putting the pieces together with Chantel when she was in Kuwait and how much she was sleeping. And when she would come online, like she could barely hold her head up. Remember when she was sitting in front of the blue couch and she was eating her food, like even doing her live streams, it was pretty bad that we suspected that she was being given medication, whatever it may have been, in order to keep her calm. And honestly, at the end of the day, if that was the case, do you blame Salah for keeping Chantel drugged up? Because she's insane. She really is. We know who Chantel is and we know what she's capable of. This motherfucker got in her Kia, drove to a man's house who she claimed was dangerous and who was out to get her and was tapping on his window, looking in the window, the CPAP rescue, all of that shit. She's unhinged. And she would have did the same shit in Kuwait. So Salah had to keep her down. Yeah, basically. And so with that being said, going back to what Slurple had said, it could have been the withdrawals. I don't know what medication she was taking, but I do believe absolutely she was taking some medications. It wasn't just the 80-cent brain pills that she keeps bringing up. No, I think it was, you might have thought, girl, that those were brain pills. I don't think that those were brain pills. They were trying to keep you under and contained as best, like a wild animal. You know how they go out and they'll catch a wild animal and they need to get it like sedated so they can give it its shot or do whatever, tag it or whatever that the wildlife people do. Same shit. They had to do that shit to Chantel. Slurple, thank you for the support, hun. Buggy says, back to being a poor. Can I get a brokey? And thank you for being a poor for 9 months, hun. Appreciate you.
Like, I'm such a man hater now. I don't know. I'm like a femcel because of this shit.
She's a femcel. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, girl. The only reason you hate men is because the men that you have to be in these relationships with, they treat you, they fucking dog walk your ass. So that gives you a perception that all men are the same. But this is what we like to call a choice. You signed up to be dogged walk in all of these relationships that you let play out on the internet.
Like, you did this to me. I was nothing but fucking loyal to you. Oh, I burp and fart like I'm gross. Well, too fucking bad. I don't know if he turned in the papers. I am angry. I was sad and like desperate for his attention again because it's so hard moving into a new life, you know? And I thought that even
thanks for being here, Kiva. See you next time, girl.
Being with him, something familiar. When I first moved to Kuwait, I was so happy and excited to be with him, you know? And he gets so offended when I call him a cheater. Well, you are one. He doesn't consider it cheating. He feels like as long as it's not in real person. Well, meeting up with somebody behind my back is cheating because why wouldn't you just say something? Oh, because as a married man, you're not supposed to be hanging out with other women, period. But if he considers it cheating when I go into Pete's chat to say hi to my best friend. And I guess I'm better off being alone. That's why, like, all the time in Syria, like, whenever he would go anywhere without me, I would freak out. And then he would get mad. Yeah, but I can't let him on unless he comes in, Dina. I don't want any man. I don't want any.
Did you hear what she just said? That Salah gets mad even if she just goes in Pete's chat to chat in there with the people with her own community, with Pete's community. So imagine she's using Pete's, just like we've been saying. Imagine if Salah gets mad because Chantel goes into Pete's chat, how absolutely upset and outraged he would be. Not because he's hurt, because that's his fucking Canadian queen. And he knows just as much as he is. I'm sorry for the people who like Pete's, but it's true. Just as much of a user as Salah is, Pete's is the same. Like if she's with Pete, she's paying for everything. And he doesn't want his coin that he feels like belongs to him going to anybody else, and especially another man. So he sees Pete's as a threat. Somebody is going to take away from his own pocketbook. That's why he's got it out for Pete so bad. Not because he's just head over heels in love with Chantel. And Pete and Chantel used to be engaged, and that was not Chantel's baby daddy once but twice, but because he thinks it's going to take away and potentially hurt him financially. But she knows that he doesn't want her around Pete whatsoever, not even in his chat. So when she wants to get his attention, when she wants him to come to her and act jealous, she uses Pete's. So when she did that live stream and she had Pete's in the car, that's exactly what she was doing. And she got what she wanted and she removed the stream. Like, dude, people can read you like a fucking book at this point. You're not outsmarting anybody, but maybe the romance scammer.
Hey, man. Even the guy in Cuba probably only was with me for money and a fucking laptop. Fuck, no way. No, I don't like women either. I'm not into the fish taco, sorry. I don't really want to talk about all of our stuff and secrets. It's just those main things that happened that...
Dee says differently. Dee says differently, Chantel. You were willing to take whatever comes in your direction. The fish taco. Who the fuck you saying anything about a taco, bitch, smelling like fish? You got nerve with your pussy boils.
I was like, really, do you like he was jealous? Yeah, I did like that. Jealousy. No, I don't want to shit talk him. I still love him, but I could never. I see, like, talking about the bad things. It's like, why did he have to be like that? He ruined our, like, perfect idea of our relationship,
What the fuck is perfect about this relationship? Please tell me. Is perfect in the room with us, Chantel? You have named off numerous times, and I'm sure you didn't even tell everything of you catching Salah, talking to other women. But yes, please tell us how it was just a fantasy and it was a perfect this and the perfect that. You were insane. Hello, Cat Lady. She signed up. Yes, she did. It's very true. Cat Lady, thank you for the support. Slurple says she should date, who is that? Tofia? Content Gold Relationship. I don't even know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Slurple, thank you for the support. Appreciate you.
I feel like farting.
Nasty.
At least if I'm not with him, I don't have to worry about that. He had his arm around some sharboot. She is a sharbuta. I don't care if it's unbecoming of a lady to say that.
Make sure you leave your comment if you haven't yet. We're going to be doing the giveaway here in about at least 10 minutes because I got to wrap this up.
Fuck you and fuck her. Fuck her. Anyways, I just know his family's probably down there trying to console him for being with a wicked West woman. And him too. Oh my God, what you've been through. All the farts and sharts. Yeah, what about me? Fuck off. What about me? I had to put up with cheating from your fucking son. Okay? So all of you can shut the fuck up. There, I said it. I'm tired of this shit. My family liked him. My family didn't have a problem with him. And they accepted.
When nose to puss has two meanings. Sugar honey iced tea, thank you for the support, hun.
Me forgiving him. They never judged, like, they know I'm an adult. They don't interfere like his family does. You can't have a successful marriage when your family is constantly in your fucking business. Oh, and he broke the seashell that he made.
It's so funny when Chantel talks about the things that she did wrong in the relationship that she only will say burping and farting. She was just a perfect angel the entire time that they were together. She was never abusive. She wasn't a manipulator. She was a good woman, a good provider, all of these things. And the only thing that she did wrong in the relationship is that she just farted every so often. That was it. Do you really think that we believe that? Do you think that we don't believe that you were not only mentally abusive to Salah, but you also were physically abusive to him too? You were. You admitted it. You admitted throwing a phone at Salah. And God only knows what else you did that you're not willing to tell us. Summer D says, like a secret handshake. What is? Summer D, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Exactly.
For me, that seashell keychain, because we were fighting so bad. And of course, his whole family knew about the fighting. We started fighting. I was pissed because he said he was going to be gone for 2 days. And then he messaged me and said he's going to be 3 days. And I was freaking out. I wanted to go to Latakia, me and him. I didn't want him to bring. He literally brought 16 people. Oh, well, my cousin is down from Germany and he won't ever get to go. And we do things as...
His cousin was in from Germany? And you had a problem with him going and seeing, even though you were invited. Oh my God. So this is not even family that's around every day that you did not want to be around. This was family that was visiting from Germany. Family that had come to see Salah and his family from Germany, and you still threw a tantrum. Disgusting.
In groups here because it's safer. It's very dangerous in Latakia.
Doesn't that make sense? Listen to what she says. This is the reason why Salah says that they like to take a lot of people when they do things like this, like go camping or whatever in certain areas.
He brought 16 people. Oh, well, my cousin is down from Germany and he won't ever get to go. And we do things in groups here because it's safer. It's very dangerous in Latakia. 16 people.
I mean, that sounds like a smart move if I say so myself. I don't know a whole lot about Syria, but it doesn't seem like the safest place in the world to go. So yeah, moving in large groups might save your ass. That makes a lot of sense. They know what the fuck they're talking about. They live in Syria. These are Syrian people, Chantel. They know how they need to move.
And I would just have to accept that my feelings didn't fucking matter. Yeah, I didn't.
I'm sorry. The safety of these people mattered more than your poor widow Canadian feelings.
I want to say he broke it. He's definitely marrying a cousin. Yep. I find that really weird, marrying a first cousin, but that's how they do things. Bring in the whole tribe, cultural differences. I know, but like, I didn't have enough. No, I mean, I made do with the food. I didn't want to seem ungrateful, but like, and I wanted him to have fun. And like that day that we were supposed to go, I was just like, I need to get out of here. I can't go. I can't go. I freaked out. Yeah, he doesn't seem sad at all. I know. He did one, like, a little bit.
I can't imagine why Salah would keep you drugged up. Do you know how bad it has to be when she says that she freaked out? She's telling you that she freaked out. When Chantel says that she freaks out, she fucking means what she says. She freaked the fuck out. She made that man and his family miserable. You freaked out in his family home because you decided that 16 people was just too much for you to handle. Why did you ever take your ass to Syria when he told you not to? He told you everything about Syria that you needed to know to keep your ass home in Canada. He knew how you were going to act when you came to Syria. Meg Ryan, hello. How dare people be around Cutie? She can't fart freely and she can't eat like a pig like she wants to either. Thank you for being a member for 16 months, hon. Appreciate you. She is out of control.
And then yesterday he told me he's sick again. He had a cold or a flu. And, his dad there and his family, he's been visiting nonstop with people. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, if he loved me, he would accept all about me. And his argument to that was, like, he would criticize me a lot. Like, your chin hair's growing back. Or stuff like a lot of things about my appearance.
That made me choke. Salah was criticizing your chin hair growing out. I mean, that's fair. If I'm laying in bed and I'm looking at my wife's face and vice versa, she's got a chin hair. I'm like, babe, you got chin hair. You want me to get it? So what? So pluck that shit. I mean, that's him letting you know you got a couple of chin hairs. Maybe you want to take care of that. I don't see the problem.
And he says, he's like, it's called love. Like, if I don't care about you, I wouldn't tell you. If I smelled or if I had a hair out of place or something. Like, he never said I smell because I was always very careful about that. But he would always be like,
Cutie, stop it.
Like, well, maybe
He didn't never tell me I smell because I was always very careful about that. It's funny that you say that because the stream that we watched yesterday, when you said that you were talking about Salah exposing you, and you were like, what is he going to say? Is he going to tell people my shower habits? Which means that she wasn't washing her ass while she was with Salah. You've already told us that if Salah goes on to expose you, just like when dishwasher exposed you for your dirty panties, it's going to be about your hygiene. But tell me again how you were very careful about that.
sometimes I did. I don't know, whatever. He would be like, I would want you to tell me. Like, it's your job to tell me. His family got to him. That's what I feel like. You must have children. You must have crotch goblins. You must be a baby factory. Like, they have 1 million kids and they can't even support them hardly. Like, I don't understand the appeal of that, but whatever. What about when you farted? Yeah, he would freak out. He's like, the thing.
Damn, how judgmental of you. Oof. Oof.
He would always be like, well, maybe sometimes I did. I don't know, whatever. He would be like, I would want you to tell me. Like, it's your job to tell me. his family got to him. That's what I feel like. You must have children. You must have crotch goblins. You must be a baby factory. Like, they have 1 million kids and they can't even support them hardly. Like, I don't understand the appeal of that, but whatever.
Damn, that's pretty fucking low. That is what we like to call under the belt.
You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money. Okay, good luck.
You really, really look down on Salah and you look down on the Syrian people. Meanwhile, you want to run back and you want to squat in their country because you want to run away from all the problems that you've created in Canada, don't you, cutie? Isn't that something? Boy, oh boy. Exactly, Cringe Corpse. You want to keep talking about how everybody else is racist, Chantel? You have no problem sitting here and judging the Syrian people and sucking up their limited resources at that while judging them.
What about when you farted? Yeah, he would freak out. He's like, I think I own a perfume business, so I can spray when you fart. He would make jokes and make me laugh because he'd be like, if only the Beezers knew that we sold out of Beezer spray using it on spraying your farts. Like, we would always laugh and joke. Like,
he's not laughing with you, stupid. He's laughing at you. And I highly doubt he was talking about just the way your farts smell, which, God, I could only imagine. No, I don't want to imagine that. I really don't. I know we joke and shit about smelling Chantel's seat. I cannot imagine being in the same room with this motherfucker when she rips ass. Hell no.
we had good times. That's the problem. And they have enough grandkids. Do you know how many friggin' grandkids his family has? I think they can spare 1 or 2. No, he didn't. He made fun of the chin hair, but he would insist on plucking it. So it doesn't make sense. No, I'm just bitter. That's why I'm complaining about these cultural differences. But there were a lot of things I loved about the Arab culture, of course. That I didn't, that's the truth. I don't know. I'm confused about the hijab. Honestly, I'm like, am I wearing it for him? He doesn't want a wife wearing no hijab. Well, I don't want a husband who cheats.
Watching her LARP present day, and she's basically pretending like she's Arab. We realize that, right? But watching it present day and going back and listening to these comments, it's just even more disgusting. Every time you remind yourself of how disgusting and racist that Chantel is, and just to see that the way that she presents herself is so disgusting. All of that when she talks about, how she's for the equal rights, all of that is just bullshit. The only reason that she says the kind of things that she says about politics and everything else is because she feels like that's what Salah wants to hear. As soon as they're on the outs, it's right back to hating the people.
As an Arab Muslim, so sorry. Yeah, when I met him, he was more open-minded. He was miserable. He felt very confined. Maybe he's changing. Maybe he's changed. Maybe he's experienced Western culture, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna come crawling back now. He always pressured me to clean and stuff like that, even though it would be clean. I wasn't always the cleanest person, but oh my God, like one time I was in Syria, and I had just done laundry and dishes and mopped the hallway floor. So I made myself some shisha coffee, sat down, started watching my show, and he's sitting there playing his game, and he looks at me and he's like, "Don't you have something to clean?" And I was like, I freaked out. I was like,
I freaked out. You're doing a lot of freaking out, cutie. Slurple says, will Smee agree to a scratch and sniff funeral? She won't have to. We're doing our own memorial. We'll have our own. We don't have to ask Smee for shit. Slurple, thank you for the support. And Chantel, again, like the rest of the shit, you stuck around, didn't you?
Just did. Like, we would fight a lot like that. Like, I would talk back a lot. I was like, I just clean, like, what? And it would like piss him off so bad if I was watching a show that was like a guy talking. He would be like, your show's giving me a headache. Why are you watching this? Salah had a pretty good job when I came to Kuwait, and he just got promoted. Like, he was starting a new position when I got there, and it would have taken a lot of his time. Like, the hours he would have had to work with.
Salah had a really good job when she first got to Kuwait, and he had just got promoted. But unfortunately, that promotion, he would have had to put in a lot of hours, and he would have been around away from Cutie way too long. So then she said, let's do couples content. And then your job can be the same job as mine, and we can be together around the clock. Lock in, Salah. Lock in. Does it sound familiar? Didn't she do the same thing with Dishwasher? Wasn't Dishwasher employed when him and Chantel first started to talk and she said the same thing to dishwasher, you don't need to do that job. You don't need to go to work. Come do YouTube content with me and I'll pay you. I will be your boss.
Crazy. And he wasn't super happy there. And so I was like, well, why don't we do a couples channel and make money that way? And he worked for a little while and then, he was getting money from his business, the fragrance business, and he really wanted to do vlogs. Like that was his dream to do travel vlogs and stuff. So that's what we did for a while. And he was doing other stuff, just, that kind of his business. He was making, decent amount. And then whenever he left Kuwait, they had to pay him out thousands of dollars. So he bought a car with that, fixed up the house and stuff. It wasn't my fault about leaving Kuwait. He didn't get his, it was taking forever. They always change the rules in the government in Kuwait, which is why it was hard for me to get that's why I was in Thailand for so long. I was waiting for, they changed.
Foodie, when you fucked up with the cat situation and all of that shit got exposed about Salah and people were turning over all the evidence of what Salah had said and done with Cabela, I'm pretty sure that's what got him thrown out of Kuwait. And if you got sent back home to Canada and you took your YouTube job with you and you needed the funds because he had no proof of income anymore. All the money had to go to Chantel because she had to pay for her own apartment. Before, it seems like the money was getting transferred. It went to Chantel's account and then they transferred it to Salah's account. And that was probably the proof that because he had to always show that he was employed while living in Kuwait. And so I think they used her money going into Salah's account as proof that he was making money and he was employed as a content creator or whatever. Well, when she went back to Canada, they couldn't do that anymore. So really, it all came down to her shit with that cat is the reason that Salah had to leave Kuwait to go to Syria. And that motherfucker still won't cut her off.
Something with the residency law, and I was trying to get on a family residency. And then it took forever, and I just decided to go back and stay on a travel visa. And then they cracked down on I don't know, there was something with his business. I didn't fully understand the reasoning behind that with his fragrance business and stuff. And he was waiting for that to renew, and he was worried there was a chance it wouldn't, and he would have to leave anyway. So he just decided to leave for Syria. And it just pisses me off because I guess people change what they want in life. I do too, but
it's not a coincidence. And let's not forget, here's another thing that I don't think we think about enough either. So all those things are probably true. Also, when Chantel left Kuwait and went back to Canada, she had to pay for her own life, right? She had to buy her apartment, and it's very expensive in Canada. She was only making so much money on YouTube. How was Salah going to afford the rent? And she couldn't pay for her life in Canada and pay for Salah's life in Kuwait. So they had no way to pay for the apartment that they were living in. There's also that. There's also the fact that they were still paying on the car that they bought, that there was no way he didn't have income coming in. He couldn't pay for the car either. So he lost his proof of income. He lost all of his income, could not pay for the apartment, could not pay for the car, had to worry about whatever trouble that he was going to get in over all that shit that got leaked with Cabela. So I think he left for Syria before he got fucking escorted out of the country.
He knew I couldn't have kids, and he's saying it's nothing to do with that. Probably just not to hurt my feelings, but his family makes me feel insecure also. So he had to pay a fee. He left with Julia, and that's it. But he got a decent chunk of money from being a partner in that. And then he got his house from his family, right? That's his house, and he has land in Syria. I'll just be alone forever.
I do think that Salah had a chunk of money when he left Kuwait to go to Syria, but do I believe for a second it was from the fake perfume business? No. You want to know where the chunk of money came from? It was the money that he was scheming off the top, from the money that Chantel thought that she was giving Salah to take care of business, take care of the rent and the car payment and whatever else he was claiming that he was paying for, probably to invest into the perfume business. Salah seems to be a lot smarter with money than Chantel. Odds are he was sticking the majority of that money into an account or wherever. So by the time that she was over there 3 years. 3 years that she was basically handing him all of her money, and then she got a cut enough to feed herself, and that was it. She didn't even have enough money to get the takeout that she wanted. The grifting started early on in Kuwait because she wanted to eat food. Why are you asking people for money to eat food? Why aren't you paying for your own food? Because she gave all her money to Salah. He allowed her an allowance with her own fucking money to eat a certain amount of food. And after that, you figured the fuck out. Go eat your in-betweens in the freezer. Remember all the bread? Remember when Chantel opened up her freezer and it was packed full of bread? We dubbed that her in-betweens. That's what she would eat until she was able to order her takeout. So she got desperate and she just started asking people for money. So all of that money outside of what he had to pay for them that live in Kuwait went into his account or wherever he kept it. That was the chunk of money he took with him to Syria.
Maybe, no, me and Pete's. Well, Pete doesn't like to travel much. I'll stay put here. But I can go on like a 2-week vacation and Pete can just watch the cat. Watch when I go to pet her. Oh, you're smelling my hand? That's a good girl.
Okay. I mean, that was basically it. That was a pretty good one, though. I enjoyed it. Going back in time, watching. Man, you forget. I can't believe that there were so many women that Salah was caught talking to. We're going to do the giveaway. Don't worry. It's just crazy. And now, again, seeing this was not even a year ago, how much different she sounds, how physically she has changed to where she can't even leave her fucking apartment without being on her mobility scooter. It is really something to witness. Okay, let's do the giveaway. We're doing 10 winners again, just like we did yesterday. Let's see here. And again, if you were picked to be a winner, if you were in the United States, you get your choice of a trading card or a support group notebook. Okay, brand new. Haven't even introduced those to you guys yet. Or if you were on outside of the US, you will get your choice of a trading card. So make sure you email me if you were a winner at tunderground2323@gmail.com. I'll also post the winners on the community tab post. Okay, so there's that. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Dun, dun, dun. No. All right, today's winners are Dorky Shitstain, FFG's Lumberjacks Restraining Order, Belinda Ray, May Belater 1109, Lost Tamale. Is it Diuji? Close. Glass Diamonds, Olivia, and Dynamite God Winks. Congratulations to all the winners. Shout out to you guys. Again, I'll post these winners on the community tab post along with the email. And then you guys can email me and claim your prize. I will see you guys. Should be same time, same place tomorrow. Love you guys so much. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Giddy up!